Before we start, I just want us to say a little bit of prayers. Let's just commit this discussion. I promise we'll be here in an hour's time because I have to take my kids. There's a place they have to be this Saturday, so I have to be a mom and I have to be everything. So the ministry is not going to take the side of a mom, right? I have to do everything. And 45 GGG, thank you so much. We also love you too. So please, it's enough of the I love you. Thank you. The too much I love you is getting me uncomfortable. Thank you so much. So let's say a word of prayers. Lord, I just want to thank you for this session. I just want to thank you for everything you're going to do in the life of everybody here today. I want to thank you because, Lord, I know you'll give them listening ears. We're not going to finish this session without something beautiful to take home, Lord. This is Transformation World Ministries. I ask that everything we do here transform lives, not from, good to bad, but from bad to good, in the mighty name of Jesus. Touch the heart of everyone that will be here today on this discussion. Touch their lives. Those that are struggling with difficulties in their life, I ask, oh Lord, that you come into the situation and make it easier in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, so thank you so much. Today's topic is very interesting. We actually started this topic, I think, last week. And I said we are going to have a continuation of today's topic. And I'm glad we're having it today. So we started the topic, when life hits you hard, how to get back up and keep moving. Today, there's something that I'm going to do today. I'm going to highlight, oh God, I cannot do without telling the people on TikTok. Now, TikTok, I think that's where I'm going to go because Jesus Christ, TikTok is heavy. TikTok is heavy. Over 326 likes. Thank you so much. And people joining a lot more. Oh God, thank you so much. God bless you. I'm so happy you're joining us. Thank you so much from TikTok. God bless you for always joining me every Saturday. And those on Facebook, I just want to thank you too. God bless you for everything you've been doing. God bless you for being here by me, even when I'm late sometimes you are here. So today's topic, we're going to kind of treat it. It says, when life hits you hard. Now, Official Nena, God bless you. How are you?
I'm good. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. How are you doing today?
Good.
So I know last week you had a little bit of issues
I'm
trying to
having the
join
same issue right now. I can hear you, but just a
a little
little bit.
faint. So are you now? The next thing is, are you thinking? Are you not thinking it could be your phone?
I don't know. I can see you clearly, but I can hear you
Okay,
just a little bit. So
just a
I'm
little
just going to
bit.
pay
Okay,
attention. Anyone I hear, I'm
okay,
going to respond.
okay. I'm thinking. I don't know. Okay, God bless you. Now, what you're gonna do? Increase the volume of your phone. Go to the volume button and increase it.
I've actually done that right
Okay.
now.
Is it still same? Is still the same? All right.
Just a
Well,
little bit.
God bless you, Mr. Ezenta on Facebook. God bless you, Adoni Ade. God bless you. Thank you so much from Facebook. So I can hear you clearly. Okay, Mark Charles said he can hear me clearly. So I think it's maybe the phone settings or something. I'm glad somebody has responded that they can hear me. So let's go straight to the topic. Before we go into the questions I'm going to be asking today. Oh my God. When life hits you hard, I kind of summed up real life issues and converted them to questions. Some of the issues are issues by the grace of God I have been fortunate to know, to come into, and see how we can resolve the issue. So I'm going to be asking it to my guests. If you come up here, just know you'll be answering some questions. And it's a very tough one because we're talking about when life hits you hard. When life hits you hard, how to get back up and keep moving. Now, before I even start, I would like to say, when you say hit hard, okay? When you say hit hard, there's something you were expecting. Let me see. Oh God, okay. Unbreakable and Yetima. Today, okay. Let me accept Unbreakable. Yetunde, just wait. Let me see. God, Lord, Lord, Lord. I like to have Yetunde here. Oh. Yetunde,
Hello, Mama.
let me have you. We're going to have a full house today. I just pray and I hope. Uh, I pray and I hope. Now, when I want to remove somebody, I would like that person to just remove themselves. I think Chinanu told us last 2 weeks or so that. Yes, God bless you. How are
I'm
you? USM Logistics.
fine, ma. Bless you, ma.
God
Mama,
bless you.
Mama, stop
Bless you,
threatening
Mr.
us with
Nina.
TikTok. Oh. Instagram is for the big
Which
players, the
big
big league.
I
You don't want
God
to go
knows that
to
very soon I'll be
where
scarce on
they
this Instagram.
talk.
I'll leave you
TikTok
guys and go to
is very
on
toxic.
TikTok. That's where they're showing so much love there. TikTok, I love you
Madam,
guys. You guys, very soon you're going to take me away from Instagram. I promise. So, so when we say when life hits you hard, the thing today is I came very late. I'm so sorry. I have been getting some text messages. Are you coming live today? Are you coming live today? And calls, but I had a meeting this morning, and it's tough being a mom and being everything, right? So I'm so sorry for keeping you guys waiting. Those that are lucky enough to join this conversation, or those that waited, God bless you. I love you all. I'm sorry. I'm going to do better. That's why we're not perfect, right? Today's topic, when life hits you hard. Like I told us before, when I introduced this topic, men has been crying on your page for the comments I made. My daughter won't keep people. I saw that comment, Chisom. I said, if I go and comment that, they'll say you're defending the women. So I just left it. I said, okay, maybe you're up to the task. But the simple comment you made was, I think you said, if a man I think the comment was, if a man does what? So if a man asks you what you bring to the table, you're just going to walk out of the relationship, right? And men didn't find it funny. One thing I want to say to us is, please, we're going to have a lot of disagreements, and that's why we're humans, right? I noticed that most people, when they comment, they don't comment against the comment that was made. They comment to attack the person that made the comment. Shame on all of you. Shame. I'm serious. Shame on all of you. When somebody makes a comment, the best thing you can do if you want to counter it is just simply make a correction. So how are people learning if you're not correcting what people say?
The fact
Instead, you just start
that you're
attacking
saying it and
the
smiling
people.
speaks volume, Mama. Somebody made a comment that is triggering. I don't want men to react.
That's
Oh, God, I
the
best.
thing. Why do we get triggered? Do you know how many comments I see and I take my eyes off? I'm telling you. I mean, if you have to say something to alter the comments. It's not the person now. You guys are driving a lot of people from my page, and I just hope that your triggers and your anger does not make, because recently I see that, previously when I make a post, it's also eligible to be shared on Facebook, but I get zero posts, zero views from Facebook these days. And all the views you've been seeing on my videos are just on Instagram. That's to tell you that something is happening. It's either some of you are looking for too much trouble, or you are insulting too many beautiful women on my page. And then, if you look, women are good. Women have better behaviors. I have not seen a woman insult a man. It's rare. Even when I make a video that a man says something, before you see a woman triggered and start saying some things to the man, it's not often. But men are easy to attack. Amen. From
Mama,
Facebook. Thank you.
do you want me to go and pull up one of the messages?
Unbreakable, pull it up. What I'm saying is, now hold
They
on.
are
Let me
calling
just
me
tell you the
water,
truth.
water,
I
ma.
see everything that goes on the page. Now, just this morning, I saw one of my girl, this Nollywood actress Mimi eBay. She made a comment. Though it was a triggering kind of comment saying somebody is a narcissist. I didn't even know who she was referring to. But go and see the insults. Mama, no agree. You no agree now. Men, their body is too hot. They always insult women, and that's not good. Ah, it's not good. If you have to say anything, at least just say something to correct them. No, let me tell you, when you insult somebody, you have not done any good, because the person now did not learn anything. But when you correct somebody with love, that is when they learn something. So would you rather insult somebody and they learn nothing than correct them with love and they learn something? Which one is better? We
They
are
are not,
trying to impart
they are
change.
not even ready to learn, sir, Mama. They're yet to fight war. They're not yet to learn.
Are you Sabi? Let me
Mm.
go straight to the topic today. When life hits you hard, how to get back up and keep moving. Now, hitting hard means, there's a lot of things that has happened to you. Please, if you know on the comments, if you're on this platform right now, you're joining me live, like the people I have accepted. If life has not hit you hard, please just get up, take your hands up, let me see it. If life has not hit you hard in this life, take your hands up, let me see it. See how they are burning their faces. You see all these people, life has hit them up and down. I don't want to laugh. When I tell you that, you see everybody here from USM Logistics to Unbreakable. Unbreakable, life hit him so hard that he changed his name to Unbreakable. Na lie. And it's him break am. It's not unbreakable anything. I'm just joking with him, but I'm trying to tell you that life has hit everybody here hard. And did you all notice that I did not raise my hands up? Yes. It means I'm not exempted. Life has also hit me very hard. Like when I say hard, real hard. And how life hits us hard is by way of expectations. Do you know sometimes how you so much trust something, you so much expect of something? It could be school, it could be your education, it could be your children, it could be your spouse, it could be that guy or that woman you're interested in or in love with. And then they hit so hard, and the way they walk out, and you're like, how did I get here? I I have heard from mothers who are at the point of depression. Okay, my girl Maureen, Noreen Nee said me too, and it's all because of a man. Make I tell you, the people they hit us hard, that men, oh, men can hit hard. Okay, to all the ladies here, I want to ask a question again. If you know you've not been hit hard by a man, maybe your own hit hard is maybe it's just cool or things that happened in your upbringing, and it's not in your current relationship. If the person in your current relationship has not hit you hard, please raise up your hands again. To the guy too, raise up your hands, Unbreakable, if he has not hit you hard. So you see, men
By a
has
man, it
men
has not
don't
hit me hard by a man. Oh.
consider by a woman. No, the opposite sex is what I mean.
Okay.
So you say you guys all see that the beautiful faces we are seeing here, sometimes they've been hit hard too. It's in different ways though. It's not just the man cheated or something like that. Thank you so much, my woman of God. Thank you so much. It's probably by something they did or something they did not do right or something that that they were supposed to do but didn't do, or or something. So myself too, you realize that you realize I not raised my hands up, right? So it means that even me too at some point I've been hit hard by a man. What are we saying? No one is exempted. No one is exempt. You've either hit somebody hard or somebody has hit you hard, and that's why we're not perfect. Abby, what did we do? That's the most important thing. Is it's not without life hit you hard though, or it did not hit you hard. The most important thing about today's discussion is what did you do when you were hit hard? How to get back up and keep moving. You can be hit hard and decide to stay at that spot. A terrible divorce. I have had couples who called police on themselves. A woman, somebody told me to come and give them 200 so that I can bail her out. What happened? Her husband hit her hard by calling the police to go put her, in jail that night. Now they were calling me to come give them $200 so they can bail her before they take her to another county the next day. She fortunately came out of jail that night, was bonded out. But guess what? Within 24 hours to 48 hours, we don't even know how her job heard about it. And this is a woman that has not worked for a long time in that marriage. And the husband dealt with her, and before he provided, he told her all sort of things. And then later she got this job, and then the husband felt threatened, and there were issues in the marriage. And at the end of the day, she lost the job again. What are we saying? Things happen. And if you think only the guys will do this to the girls, that's a lie. The women to do this to their men. So in so many ways, we've been hit hard by life. What are we doing? That's the main thing. How to get back up. You could be hit hard when you lost something dear to you. It could be somebody close to your heart or something. You could be hit hard in life by failures. You're asking yourself, I'm not supposed to be where I am. My mates, they are over there. Sometimes you're not even married and you're asking God, I've done the best to keep a relationship. What is happening? Or even in your marriage, you done everything to keep your husband and he's still not trying to be kept. Or you've done everything to keep your wife and they don't want to be kept. So that is losing something that is close to your heart. It could be failure, trauma, experiences. Chopping breakfast, we've talked about that one before. Unbreakable, yeah, he has served so many women breakfast. I'm just telling you, please, if you know Unbreakable is on your DM, Toasty, you don't agree. Oh. I know him very well. The next one is job loss. So many people have lost job. Look at Yetunde's face when I said it. You know, by the grace of God, I pray that people don't scatter my table on this place when it start getting heated, and I start asking questions. Uh, uh, okay, so I see something officially in that it's blurry. I think okay, it's better now. I'm watching from my next device. I want to see because the last week we posted our video and I saw a lot of blurred video. It's not looking good. And that's why sometimes I want to keep just, 3 people on the platform or 2 so we don't get too crowded and the network, start messing up. So I said something about chopping breakfast and sometimes loss of jobs. People, you have a job and you lost it. Health issues, oh my God. And loss of an accommodation, trauma, marriage abuse, and setback. All these things can bring somebody to, having high emotional impact. Sometimes they can get anger issues from this thing. You see, one thing I realized is so many people are messed up on their hearts, on their minds. And they kind of, we are, I think sometimes what we're going through is because of somebody else's mess, right? So many people in their previous relationship that were messed up. They probably ate breakfast too fast and they lost trust. And then the next person comes in and suffer for what they know nothing about. And that's why we are having this topic today. God is going to give us the ability to discuss this topic in a way it will impact lives and change mindsets. If somebody else is suffering from what somebody else did to you, it means you have not gotten back to your foot or to your feet and you're not moving forward. Um, which is Madam, I was the last person you brought up last week and mentioned you have it. Oh my God, let me see your name. I am, what's the name of the person? I am Lambasta. Okay, I promise you, I'm going to bring you back up when one person goes down because I can't take somebody else here. I totally forgot. I wish you texted me before now. I would have brought you up before any of these troublemakers here. So I'm sorry. So if anybody has to, oh, speaking way fine. God bless you, baby. He's so handsome, more handsome than the father. God will not let you be like your father. Or make you be better than him in Jesus' name. Amen. So, all right. So if somebody else has to come and, suffer what somebody else did to you, just know that you have not healed, though. And we're talking about how to get back up and move, and move forward. And I told you guys I wrote a lot of things here, right? So you guys will bear me patient. Now, how do we get forward? We've mentioned all these things that can happen. How do we get forward? How do we get up? First and foremost, we can get up by recognizing our feelings and recognizing that we are hurt. Now, I have a daughter here in the US who is a nurse practitioner, and she has a son by a guy. She said she felt they were going to get married. And the boy is about 6 years old today. And the guy, on hearing she was pregnant, just left, right? Now, the thing is, she doesn't even recognize that she's still hot. But sometimes when we spoke and when I prayed, she was, weeping. I know she was still hot. And I advised her. Then Sometimes you hear her saying things like, "No, I'm not hot, though. I'm fine, but I know you're hot because of the things you say and because of the things you do." So, how to get back up and keep moving is by first recognizing that life has hit you hard. If you don't recognize that life has actually hit you hard, then you don't have any business getting up in the first place, right? You don't have any business moving on. When you don't recognize that something has been done to you, then you don't have any business moving on. And that's what we see. We see a lot of deniers here. A lot of people who are broken, and when you tell them, I know you're broken, they'll tell you, when I start to talk, you say I'm broken. Who says I'm broken? Who says I'm hurt? But we know you are hurt by your actions, right? So you have to recognize that feelings. You can also discuss the feelings with somebody that you think is capable of helping you through the moment. The next one is the main thing is the resilience. Now, when I talk about resilience, I encourage everybody to be pleased. There are going to be a lot of storms. Think about the eagles and what the eagle does during the storm. You don't see the eagle trying to struggle so much. You see the eagle begin to soar during the storm, right? That's resilience. It's trying to wade the storm with its wings and it's reserving some energy. Sometimes the problem is you give all your energy to a problem. You give every energy. You are exhausted. You know, you are exhausted.
Mama, I'm sorry. I need to go and come back. I'm struggling to hear you.
You
I
are
don't know if
okay.
it's my network or my phone. I'll
Okay. Okay,
I'll
dear.
come back.
Okay. So we give all our energy, all the energy we have to that situation. And by the time you know we're exhausted, we will just faint. Bah. Because every energy you have given it to that relationship that is not working, to that job where you're constantly being bullied, to that man that does not appreciate you, or to that wife that does not appreciate you. You give all your energy to it. That's bad. The ego does not give all its energy to the wings. And that's why you don't see it, flap its wings and struggle with it. When you struggle so much with something, you begin to grow weak. You have exhausted, your energy is out. The eagles don't do that. So I want you to be resilient in situations. Now, let me relate this energy to marriage. Your husband is cheating, right? You know he's cheating. And you're a sit-at-home mom. And that's all you do. He brings money and he gives you food. And that's why you have all the energy. When he comes back, you're shouting. Don't give it all your energy. Go to school. Start building yourself. Start doing things that can sustain you through the wings and through the storm, like the eagles. That moment you're cussing out, that moment you're bitter, that moment you're having those tantrums and those queries, you are actually affecting yourself. And you don't even know that your energy is going. Think about self elevation. That's what you do. Okay? I'm also going to tell you about the bamboo tree or the palm fruit tree? The palm tree. You will see during the storm, you expect it to break. It does not break, it will still stand. It will still stand. Now, when you put a chain around a tree, okay? When you put a chain around a tree, just any tree, you go back there in a month's time, you see that this chain has begun to eat deep into the tree because the tree is trying to grow, the chain is restricting it, is eating deep. If you try that with a palm tree, you go and you put a chain on a palm tree, I can tell you, the palm tree as it enlarges and as it grows, it's going to cut the chain away. That's how I want you to be. You know, sometimes I listen to secular musicians too, and I also listen to gospel musicians, and there are some of them that are good writers. I think one like Adele, one like SIA Sayai or whatever, when she said Elastic Heart or something like that. There are some of those things you can write down. You can tell yourself that, come, I'm not going to let the situation succumb me, right? I'm not going to go down. I'm going to outgrow the chains. I'm not going to be limited by the chains that are tied, round or, towards me. So talking about that resilience, please, there are so many ways we can be resilient, just like the eagles, like I told us, and like the palm tree. How do we stay resilient? One of it is forgiving. I beg. There are some of us that are limited. We're talking about when life hits you hard, Abby, and how you can get up and keep moving. SUS Mori, God bless you. Saya Sharif, God bless you. I'm here. I see you all. God bless you. Sorry for coming so late. I'll change, you know. So we're talking about resilience, and I'm trying to tell you guys about forgiveness. I know that one of the things that can keep you down for a long time is unforgiveness. Even the devil knows. Let me see. Okay. Officially Nina, let me see if I can bring official Nina back since she left and see what her network looks like. When you're able to forgive people, that's when sometimes healing even starts. There are some of us here, the things that they did to us is over like 10 years ago, I will still not forgiven. No. Do you know that there are sometimes you have a wound that is still there? It might look healed on the surface, but when you put your hands deep, you still feel the pains, right? That's how some of us are. Official Nina, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Official Nina? Is it better?
I can hear you just a little bit. I'm trying to join in with a different device, but I
Okay.
don't know. I can hear you just tiny bit, but when I go out, I hear it clearly. But when you bring me in, I'm struggling to hear you. So I don't know
Oh
if
my
it's my
God.
network or my device.
I am thinking it's your I'm thinking it's your device. Yes. Multi effects. God bless you. Forgiveness is for your own good. I'm thinking it's your device. I'm just thinking so because if you go out and you can hear me and you're in, you can't hear me. Then I think it's your device. So I was telling us about a wound. Now, you can have a wound and as in for a long time, it's not healed. That's how unforgiveness is. And sometimes you tell yourself that I'm good. But if that injury still hurts, you're not healed. Setting boundaries on that coping, yeah, you're not healed. And one thing I want to tell us is, I know we used to say time heals. Time doesn't really heal because I know people that still have people in their mind and who still deal with them. Even David, before he died, he still carry enemy giving son. They don't forgive. It doesn't heal. So time necessarily will not heal you. It's the things you do towards that time that can heal you. And sometimes when you neglect these wounds, which is the things that have been done to you, I'm telling you something that's going to happen to you. Coping. Yeah, coping. Yeah. It's going to get infected. Please, you don't want your heart to be infected by anything. See, those things are like poison. It's about the most difficult task for many people. I understand. I understand. To forgive somebody is the most difficult thing you can think of. Sometimes because of how deep it is, but you still have to forgive. Okay? And another way to, I would say, to move on. Now, there are certain situations you have to move on from. I tell you, I've learned that thing. There are certain people, there are certain relationships. Listen, I did not say marriage, you. Before you go outside, say you should move on from your marriage. You see, if you're married, I know my hands are not there. If it's relationship, I can boldly tell you this is not going to work. Please move on. Yeah. Some of you, the ones that are live here, you've called me before. USM Logistic. Sometimes when you call me and start telling, before you even tell me anything, I started telling you, I said, I don't see it working. No. Am I lying? When she go and do stubbornness, she'll come back and tell me after again, I say, it did not work. I now disgrace her here because sometimes people are stubborn. You don't used to hear. You can be in love and the person is doing everything now. Because you're just seeing it with that narrow mind of what the person is doing. Oh, he did this, he did this. But when you're talking to me, I'm saying it beyond your excitement. Because I'm not excited like you. I'm not the one in love, right? So I am picking everything, and then I tell you, okay, I don't see it working. But if you go and do your own, you still come back after and still tell me you said it. So please, I can easily advise you in a relationship when we talk. But if you're married, it's by the grace of God, or it's you that tell yourself it's time to walk. But I think how you can get back up sometimes is to truly move away from certain people. When God created you, He created you alone. He said, before you were formed, I knew thee. So it did not say before all of you were from you. So God's promises is particular, is singular. I don't want to say, I've not seen where God is saying, if you're with this person now. No, you see, His promises to you, you all have purposes, right? It's to you alone. You have your relationship with God alone. And if something is going to take you away from God, then if you try to move on and save your sanity, save your life, save the people around you, then I don't think you've done anything wrong. But while doing so, please inquire of God if it is right to do it. Yes, moving away from certain people. God bless you. Choose Zilly. God bless you. You're right. You're right. You're right. Move away from certain people. You don't have to be there. I know the funny thing is, before we say we are more righteous, we can't be more righteous than Jesus, right? Do you remember what Jesus said? He said that a prophet is not without honor, right? But in his own hometown, within his own family. Now, it is applicable to everybody. You can be good to this man or to this woman, and they don't even see your honor. They don't even see your beauty. They don't even see your kindness until you move away and somebody else sees it. So sometimes your honor is not in your hometown. What am I saying? Your honor is not where you think it is. Okay? Jesus, in all his wisdom, moved away from family. And that's when his ministry began. He just looked at himself and said, if I say here, this is see finish, don't enter here. See finish has entered this thing because we're family. So he made that statement and then he moved out of town, moved out away from them. So yes, when you move away, it is not a sin. It's not a bad thing. But be careful when you're doing it. Make sure you put all your odds together and you're doing it with discernment, meaning God is saying, yes, it's time to move on. And another thing I wanted to tell us, I'll just flash back. Sometimes when you move on from something or when you forgive something, you still have the scar for that thing. It doesn't mean it's not healed. When you put your hands in a scar and there's absolutely no pain, it's okay for scar to be there. So if I remember what somebody did to me 20 years ago, it doesn't mean I'm not healed from it. It just means that that's the scar and I still have the scar. Jesus had the scar when he resurrected from death. The scars did not go. The scar where he was nailed to the cross, even the ones by his side, it didn't go. But it didn't mean Jesus did not forgive or he was not healed. He was healed of everything. As a matter of fact, before he died, he said, Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do. But when he resurrected, he had those scars. And when he came and appeared to his disciples, Thomas was not there. Thomas came back and they told him he's gonna lie. Say until I will see and put my hands for those scars. That's when I'll know that that is Jesus we're talking about. He came back again to see Thomas. And this time he put his hands on the scar. And then Jesus said, put your hands here. Put it. This is my palms. Put it here, where the scars were. He put his hands. There was no pains. Now, before you can tell somebody to put your hands where there was an injury, it's because it's healed, right? And he said, put your hands by my side. You cannot tell somebody to put hands in where something I see hurting. Okay? So Jesus actually healed from his wounds. Do not limit yourself by the chains or by what you went through. what you went through were not meant to limit you. And remember that chains limit people. I told you guys about the palm tree. The palm tree is not limited by chains. Whether your chain is anyhow, go tie it by a palm tree. It will break off those chains as it grows. You cannot limit a palm tree, but other trees, it will cut deep into them. So be like a palm tree. Don't be limited by the chains that is tied through you. If they think they've tied you a chain, break it forward, break it out, and continue with your life. I'm going to start asking my very tough questions, and I can tell you, officially now. Oh my God. Okay, she's accepting me again. Let me see. Let me accept this person. The next one is where are my this thing? Hi. God bless you. Yes, you were the one that asked me a question last week, right? I promised you this week. Okay, so
Yeah,
you're going
brother.
to ask me that question. I know
Yeah,
all of you are just asking for questions to make
Alpha.
it look like women are the problem.
very
But
well.
don't worry, today I would answer you. I'm here. I would answer you in all truthfulness. God bless you and thank you for joining.
Women don't have a problem. Humans have problems.
Human has, okay, good. So humans is
Mm.
both male and female. So God bless you.
Yeah.
So yes, move on with life. And like I told us, sometimes we try to dwell so much on the situation and not looking for solutions. Why are you dwelling so much on a situation that you have not even tried to source solution for? What have you done, you know, to the solution? Look for solution. If the marriage is not working, look for the solution. And you don't get solution by sitting at home and fighting. You don't get it by arguing. Sometimes sometimes you get tired of these arguments now. Please. So these are some of the ways to kind of get back up, get educated, get people that can actually talk to you or that can actually measure your frequency or energy. Okay?
Therapy.
So yeah, sometimes get therapy. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, you mentioned therapy. Thank you so much. God bless you. Do you know that sometimes when you're in a very, very bad relationship, yesterday I can't see your face. When you're in a very awful relationship by a bad narcissist, you don't know you've been damaged. You don't know how much you've been damaged. I'm telling you, you will not know you've been damaged. You know how you know? It's when you try to get into another relationship and you're acting zigzag. That is when you know that other relationship damaged you, you didn't know. Yes, they will destroy you. See, oh my God. When you are in a relationship with a narcissist for a long time, you are severely damaged, you don't know. You will think you're okay. You will come out and tell yourself, thank God I'm fine. But you are not fine. You don't act right by the other person you've met. And then sometimes you now get to the point where the other person you have met now think you're the problem in that relationship. No, you were not. You were just very damaged that you aren't acting right because you're scared because of the things you went through in the hands of the other person. So now this person does not know your experiences and is now saying, I think he has a problem or I think she has a problem. And that is why I would say, I don't know if you got out of a relationship that is bad, please go and get therapy. Don't even get into it. You might, oh Jesus Christ, don't get to another one so fast. You are not ready for it. You unleash what the other person did to you. Your communications to you might sound normal. No, they are sounding like a person who is coming out of an abusive relationship. And because you were abused, you understand, you sometimes don't even know when you become an abuser yourself. You may not be an abuser to the other person that did what they did to you. Offering, man. Yeah, people should put offering. Oh. You might not be an abuser to the person that abused you, but you definitely would be an abuser to the next person. Because sometimes you're trying to get up your guard. Maybe the other person that abused you kept you down for a long time or made you feel like incompetent. And now you're trying to prove your competence to the other person. And you're not probably doing it the right way. You see? So oftentimes, when people get out of marriage, it's very difficult to get married again. And that's why when I hear that certain people they've married, when I hear that certain people they've married, there are some women in Texas here. There's one of my son, his wife has married 5 times. I can't say, how did she go through it 5 times? Jesus Christ. 5 times? This is not story.
She's a master.
She was married to who I know, and they got divorced last year, September. As a matter of fact, the guy didn't even know they've divorced him. He just called me and said, Mama, I see divorce letter for my mail. I said, that's what did they see divorce letter? What do you mean? He said, I don't say you don't divorce me. I said, what do you mean? You just see divorce letter? So I am asking myself how those ladies, that kind of resilience is to be studied though. That you're able to go through it 5 times. God. Let me not say anything. But one time alone, I would just lock the door, throw away the key. Throw away the key. It will take the grace of God to pick up the key again. So, please, find time and heal. I said this because he said something about therapy. I'm not against therapy, but the most therapeutic communication or therapy you can have is one with God. Why you have the one with a man? One with God too. Where is the Bible? Do we even talk to God when these situations arises? Or do we act by flesh? You know, we're all saying that David, God loves David, God loves David, God loves David. Please tell me one time David acted without inquiring from God. Is it battles? Before David fights, he asks God, should I make a fight? He doesn't just engage. What is this guy? What is this story say? Yes, that same woman will blame the 5 men for everything. I'm not trying to say we're blaming anybody. You don't start. So David would always inquire that, what am I going to do? And God always told him, God did not leave him, right? He told him, go and don't go. Sometimes I say, these people are there. So always inquire. The reason why you don't hear from God is because you're shouting and your spirit is troubled and he's speaking. God does not shout and talk. He's fixing, he wants you to. So keep your spirit, get it settled, and you hear him talk to you. Sometimes in dreams. Sometimes I know the things that is going to happen the next day. I know somebody that is going to be helpful to me and somebody that is not. He tells me, so he can tell you too, right? And relationship, that one, God, thank God. If I tell you, please don't date somebody or just leave them, please just leave them. If you go on your own, they will still leave you. And you come and tell me that you said it. It has happened to so many people I've spoken to. One of them is here watching me. So please, you guys should listen. Listen. That's not marriage. They are looking for companionship. Okay. This one now that one of the my son that I told you got got a divorce by his male. His wife left him September. She started flaunting a popular celebrity from Nigeria, a popular celebrity that people know, and he's here in US. So that one now can't see serve and breakfast because she couldn't keep her attitude to herself. She even slapped that one for public. How can you, a woman, raise your hands and slap a man now? Come on. I told people about spiritual husband and wife. People will not believe me. A lot of you have it. That's why people mess up. And that's why a woman can think she can just slap a man in public. Hey, Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. But let's just leave it there. So now the thing is she's hiding her face because the person she dated before was a celebrity, happens to be a son to me. And this other guy now is a popular organizer of something that is one of the biggest events here. So me now I can't go carry that musician, can't join their two. Not knowing saying wife, don't date their two. You see how bad it is? I hope she don't find out saying I mean introduce their two because now they are doing things together. I didn't know that she went and slept with the other guy. I just did a connection. Let me go to my question. Okay, before I answer my question, you have a question last week. Ask me your question. Let me answer you before I start asking my questions. I'm asking these questions because we're talking about when life hits you hard. These are real life questions. I promise you. Some of the situations are things I've handled. Some of them are things they've told me, and some of things are things that I know has happened. So I'm going to so ask these questions. And on the comment section, so I want to see your answers and see how you answer. But I can tell you that you have to be highly calculative and articulative to be able to give me the answer for these questions. And one of you has to be a professor to answer. But let me answer. You had a question last week and I told you to ask this week.
Yes.
What is your question?
Thank you, ma'am. To quickly just add to what you just said about bouncing back and not bouncing back, life eating us hard and not eating us hard.
Yeah.
It boils down to community. We humans have lost the sense of community, and it's deteriorating our health. The thing is, Unbreakable, I cannot go to Unbreakable now. In the world we live in right now, I can't go to Unbreakable now to tell Unbreakable, brother, this is 1, 2, 3 that I'm going through, and I'll find closure there, right? Like in the community today, there's none of that. There's none of that. If you have a problem, it's either we laugh at you,
Yeah.
we even record you when you're sharing, and we post you on social media. We want to be the first to mock you. So generally, it's just the fact that we've lost a sense of community, and that's one of the most powerful things we had.
There's no
in
empathy,
Africa
there's no
before.
sympathy in people again. Like everybody's a demon. And that's why the Bible said that the heart of man is desperately wicked. Who can know it?
Yeah. So that's one of the core values of being an African that we've lost due to following imperialism and our colonial masters and all that. So hopefully, you can also touch on more on being a community and stop pointing fingers. People make mistakes. We are all imperfect humans at the end of the day. But besides being a horrible person, if a person is going through anything at all, we should have family, true family, not just family, but true family that we could always go to, and they'll put their hands around our shoulder. It's the old theory of the prodigal son. Basically, he went back home. He had home to go back to, and his life, was reset because he had home to go back to. And that's community. That's the little bit I want to add to that. So to my question was, why do women devote their lives, heart, body, and soul to a job or company, even to a market that can die all of a sudden? They could be fired all of a sudden, and would not give the same devotion to their man or family who they claim to love and want to spend the rest of their life with. Why?
Now, when you're asking why, and when you ask this question, are you asking from personal experience? Did your woman do that to you?
No. It's just a
So how
general
do you
thing.
know
There's a
that
pandemic.
women act that way?
But there's a pandemic in the world. Men are crying right now. There's the ratio of, there's this thing that I call human deficiency, right? We are currently going through a human deficiency pandemic. There are very, very minute good people in the world right now. And from listening to you,
the minute good people you're talking about, the minute good people, is it an equal ratio between the man and the woman? Like 50-50 or more of the men are minute good?
I don't even have stats. That's why I said minute humans.
I have statistics. It's more on the female side, the evil ones. If he doesn't want to say it, Unbreakable will say it. It's more on the women's side. Women are more of the evil ones than the men.
Unbreakable. The thing is,
yes.
on certain topics, right?
Mm-hmm.
We would always, certain men like you and I will hold women accountable for their actions, and they can dodge all they want. The thing is with humans that I've learned is that deep down inside them, besides the facade that they put on camera or social media, deep down, it's like where feminists started from. The women that were shouting, telling women to leave their homes, they kneel down to greet their men. They kneel down, they bow in front of their husbands because they don't want to lose that man. Do you understand? So if people want to be sheep, they can be sheep. If people want to be goats, they can be goats. But if you're a sheep and you just follow anything you see on social media for the sake of not even having an independent mind, then you suffer the consequences of your actions because you chose to be gullible.
So
So
when you ask a question, your question says that why do women treat their
mm,
job better and
yes,
respect it than their men
Mm-hmm.
and
and
family
family?
too.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, they treat their family better than their husbands
No,
or men?
so the man and the family is the same entity.
Okay, and their
So I'm
family.
saying their
Okay,
family,
let me ask
that's
this
the man
question.
and
I
their
want to be
children.
sure where you're getting your source from. And it's not about, I just want to be sure where you're getting your source from. If it's
Okay,
not from
my
the
source
buyer side,
is
hold on,
one
hold
of
on. If it's not from the
okay.
buyer side, if it's from experience, or it's from somebody you know, it's from a lesson you've learned.
Mm,
And one of the questions I'll start by getting that is, are you married?
yes.
How does your wife treat you?
Amazing.
Amazing. And she's a woman.
Yes. Totally. A feminine
So
one, yes.
we have a feminine one.
Mm,
So we have one good woman in your home.
mm-hmm.
Does she prioritize you than her job?
I'm very, very glad
So
with
where did you
everything.
get the scores or the analysis from
It's
that
from listening,
women?
it's from listening to you. It's from listening to you, seeing men like Unbreakable, voice out their opinions. And there's so many men out there that are being
Have
honest.
you also
And the thing
listened
is,
to some women?
pardon,
Have you also listened to some women?
I've listened to both sides.
Do you know that there are some women that don't voice out too?
Pardon,
Do you know that some women that don't voice out?
it is totally true. But if you heard what I said
I'm
from the
going to ask you,
beginning,
I'm
I
going to
said,
answer your question now. I just wanted to build some basis to that. Now, I
mm,
have one question to ask you.
mm-hmm,
If I told you that before coming to this life, I just cried and cleaned my eyes and I'm hurting, would you believe?
pardon,
If I told you that before mounting the
mm,
stage, I just cleaned my eyes from my tears and I'm hot, would you believe?
it's possible, yes,
Have
but
I said
yes,
it?
no.
So
But
there
I
are
wouldn't
much more
think it. I
people.
wouldn't think that.
You wouldn't think that.
Mm.
Why?
Because I think your appearance covers this up so well.
Okay. So,
Mm.
do you now understand? There are so many people whose appearances covers up their situations and they
Yes.
don't look like it. I'm not
Yes.
saying me,
Mm.
but I can tell
I
you
get I
that
get
even
your I
most
get
of
your
the
point.
celebrities you're seeing will speak, and you see
Mm.
them flaunting cars. Their appearances is not just showing in their situations;
Yeah.
they are hurting. So if you will not believe that I'm mounting the stage and I may have cried or something because you think my appearances covers it very well, that is what we still have in the lives of some, and that's what is going on, in the lives of so many people. So because a
Mm-hmm.
few people come out and vent their anger,
Mm.
does not mean we have a larger proportion of women hurting people.
Yeah.
Now, I also, because from the religious heaven on earth and their body
Concept.
concept, I'm
Mm.
trying to read the comment.
Okay.
I preach against women prioritizing every other thing to their husband because the Bible has also told us what to do, and which
Mm.
is your first submission is to the husband,
Yeah.
as the head of the family, just as his submission is to God, right?
Yes.
So when you see me here come and say women submit to your husband, respectful, it's
Yeah.
because I read my Bible and I'm preaching what I have done with every evidences.
Yeah.
Now, we live in a world where there's a lot of development, there's a lot of education, and there's a lot of enhancements for
Mm.
the female child.
Yeah.
Okay, unlike the centuries where we didn't have this technology and awareness and education,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and the Gen Z or the place we are right now on Earth,
Yes.
it's not the same with the people we had those days. Now, our parents, our foreparents, were limited by the things they were taught. Now they say knowledge is power,
Mm.
right? And
Mm.
sometimes you can decide to use that power rightly
Mm.
or not.
O-
Some of the women you see disrespecting their marriages and their husbands are
Yeah.
women who are abusing the power that were made available to them
Okay.
because they already have knowledge, and knowledge they say is what is power.
Mm.
And another thing is a woman's place, like so many women will say, is in the house for the man. So many men can come here and say the woman's place is for the man. But when the woman now is given an opportunity to walk like the man,
Yeah.
sometimes they tend to behave like who, you know, Let's
They behave
say
like a man. They
like a
behave like a
man,
man. That's just it.
because
Yeah.
you've been given opportunity to do what a man does.
Mm.
Unconsciously, you begin to act like the gender, whom you compete with at work, do
Mm-hmm.
what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Unconsciously, I can tell you
Mm.
that a woman who is a full-time stay-at-home mother and who is not exposed to a lot of things will not act the same way a woman who goes to job, work 6 to 6 and comes back home. She's exposed to a lot of things at work. She's exposed to a lot of things, a lot of people out there,
Yeah.
and informations. So she's likely going to have a shared, let's say, shared, I don't know, time that she gives to her spouse or her husband
Mm.
or her family, which is still not good. And that's why we have communications. And yes, I would not say I don't agree with you. Most women who are in the industry, who are working, do not treat their spouses the same way the women who are not working treat their spouses. And
But
why they do that is because knowledge is power, and sometimes they abuse the power. Is it right? No. Is it wrong? Yes, it's wrong. But then we can only continue to talk and to preach, and some will do what is right. And another thing is, how is the man also treating the woman who is working? Because sometimes um, communication is a two-way thing, it's not a one-way thing, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes, what is your contribution to the family?
But Mama, sorry for cutting you off, right?
Mhm.
The reason why my question has still not been answered.
Okay.
My question is, this is for a real man now. We are considering a real man that is willing to provide and protect for his family is who we're talking about. I'll give you
What
an
is the
additional
definition of
script.
that real man? Sorry.
A real man is the man that would do anything and everything to make sure his family is fine, to put a smile on his family's face no matter what. A sacrificial man. That's a real
Eh,
man.
okay.
A
Did you
man that
also say provide?
prioritizes his family.
Did you also say provide?
Pardon? Yes, I said provide and protect is like the first basic of
So
everything a
what
man
percentage
brings.
does it provide? Does it
Pardon?
provide fully
Yes.
or partly? So a man who is a real man and provides fully, does
Mm.
his wife has any business being out there and having a boss outside?
So the thing is, in the world today, right? You women are still the ones that have fought for rights. You want to go to school, you have PhD, you have masters, and you fought for your position. And despite that, you've been given a chance to pursue your life because the thing is, when you have a woman in the house that's a graduate in the house, you don't want to also put her indoors because society, the new society right now has said, oh, he doesn't want good for you, he doesn't want you to progress, but your family would also be for you that, oh, we didn't send our daughter to all these schools to come and sit at home.
I'm sorry.
and this
I see
man
your comment. I'm gonna bring you up. Okay. When somebody drops, I'm gonna bring you up. I
and
see a
this
lot of
man
this thing. I'll bring them
and
up.
this man as is willing to sacrifice everything and anything to provide for her, because when you are out there you are prone to danger, right, as a woman.
Hmm.
And but when I keep you at home, I keep you because you are my precious gift from God.
Yeah.
So the man provides everything, but the woman somewhat, for reasons best known to society and life right now, she works. Why is she prioritizing her work over a family and a man? I want you to hit the nail on the head because the long conversation you gave us earlier, Mama, is more like running around the main
Uh,
topic. You're not coming for
if
the
you
topic
are
itself.
if you are waiting for an answer, you will not get.
No, if I don't get an answer,
Wait, hold
it
on.
means
Why would you say that?
Mama, you see that question? It has been a pandemic that no female will ever give a correct answer
No, I don't know what
because
he wants me to answer. He said, why do
the,
women prioritize their jobs
mm,
over
over their husband,
i-
right?
in a
And
sense,
and
what he's trying to say directly is why do women respect their bosses than their husband?
and then
yes.
I started by asking him personally, does his own wife do that?
And I
Do I
But
do
addressed
that?
Mama,
all the
And he
personal
said
questions.
no. So now we are talking about some women, right? And I gave him instance answer because we're not talking about all women. Because if it's all women, he will tell me my wife said they do Abi. And then we're talking about some women that are that bad, because that's not the right thing to do, Abi. And I gave him the reasons why they may do that. Because already they are doing the same thing that a man is doing.
Okay, can I ask
Some
you
don't know how to manage positions like that.
Mama, is it relationships in general? Which era was the most successful? The olden days relationship or the new age relationship?
Now, in relationship generally,
Mama, I just want
the
like a basic
relationship
answer
that was
so I can
more
get where I'm
successful,
going. It's a two-part question.
the
Is it the olden days
relationship
relationship
now,
or the new age relationship that is like the most successful?
the relationship that was more successful but had a clause. Remember, a clause.
We're not talking about clauses right now.
Is
We just want to know
the
the most
olden days relationship. There
Thank you
was a
very much,
clause.
Mama.
There was a
Thank you.
clause. And those clauses are being addressed today.
Very good.
Mama,
And
can I say
including those
something?
clauses, including those
Okay.
clauses,
My
including
daughter
those
wants to say something.
clauses.
Leslie wants to say something. What do you want to say?
Okay, sorry.
I want to say this. And I want to say this because most of the time it's so easy for men to compare the olden days relationship to the new day relationship. It's extremely easy. And we need to understand, and Mama was about to talk about a clause. We need to understand that the women back there did not have power. The women back there were not allowed to work. They did not work. And even, 1 minute, please. And even if they worked, most of them worked at the farm with their wife, with their husbands. Now, I'm not talking about American marriage. No, I'm talking about African marriage, because that's the way all of us, I believe that's the way we are all from, right? All these women farmed at their husbands, and whatever it is that these women become, well, whatever it is, their identity was under this man. So we need to understand that times have changed. Why? Because if we are to go back to the way the men were, most of this new age men will still fail. That's just the truth. Because a lot of them cannot do the things that our fathers. Now, I'm not even talking about our own. Wait, please pause.
Let
Pause.
her finish.
Let me finish, please. Let me finish, please. I don't want to forget what I was saying. I believe the purpose of this program is to help us and not for us to not be accountable. Because now I'm seeing the lack of accountability. We are trying to reduce something and we are also enhancing because it's not favoring us. And that makes no sense. Mama always calls me out whenever I do stuff that is not right. She always calls me out and say, no, Yetunde, what you are saying is wrong. What you are doing is wrong. So she is asking about the marriage back then and the marriage now. The marriage back then was favorable then. It was favorable then. Everything that woman becomes of is under that man. She's married to the man. She farms the food, everything. The woman cultivate them. In fact, marriage was a favor to a man. But I don't know how I'm wording it. Like if the man marries a woman, he can gather more farmlands. Because guess what? She's able to help him, and the children that have been birthed are also being able to help him to cultivate this farmland. So at the end of the
We
day,
are not talking about the era of marriage.
it has always been at a man's advantage. Now, the marriage of these days, how can we better it? That should be the question. Because a lot of these men, they are not doing their job as a man. A lot of these men want 50-50. A lot of these men want to be sleeping in the house, marry a nurse, marry a doctor, and have nothing to contribute. So you cannot just come here and say that, but then the marriage back then.
You
What
have
are the
triggered
men right
me.
now? What are they
You
doing?
have
Leaders of
triggered
tomorrow,
me.
what are they doing?
No. Yesterday, Mama. Yesterday, you have triggered me. You have triggered me. Now you have taken this. You have taken this table. You have shook the table now. Let us not destroy this table today. Since you don't, you are not saying men. How will you
You
blame
see this
me
table, it's not my table. You see this table,
if
it
you
stand.
as a woman you are having masculine traits because you are choosing to be more of a feminist instead of living in your feminine nature? You want to now be masculine. How can you as a woman tell me, Unbreakable, what it is to be a man? Are you
I'm
a
not
man?
telling you what it is to be a man.
Okay, so
I am
if you do
saying
not
that as a
for the fact
man,
that you are choosing to be blinded on how society treats men and think that being a man is as easy as people say it.
okay,
Because
so how
as
is
a man,
society
hold
treating
on,
women?
as a man, I was not given the choice. I was given a role. Like I'm supposed to, this is what I'm supposed to do. You as a
Provide and
woman,
protect.
you are given the choice to opt in and out. You can be, one moment you can be masculine. When it does not favor you, you will not become feminine.
That's
And
not
choose
Yeah.
to
true.
be under, well,
A lot
you say,
of men have failed. That is why a lot of women become masculine, because a lot of
madam,
men have failed to be providers, to be protectors,
okay,
and to be there for
excuse
their
me.
women.
Okay, let me agree to disagree, right? When you as a woman went and told Daddy Sam that you can do what a man can do, what do you think will happen? Oh, you think there's no consequences for your action?
I beg your pardon?
The,
When your group of gender decided to go meet the government and society and tell them that I can do what a man can do, what do you think the repercussion will be?
What led to that?
you
What
wanted the benefit.
madam,
What do you
you
mean what led to that?
What led to
You
women
followed
fighting for their rights?
no, you
mama,
followed propaganda. That's what you did. The thing
No,
is,
no,
you
no, 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 no,
fell,
no.
you
No,
don't
fell,
no,
say
no, no.
no
you
to what.
fell.
What led
Don't
to
say
that?
Okay,
no.
okay,
Do you
excuse me.
listen at all, madam?
What rights do I have as a man that you do not have as a woman?
Mm-hmm.
We have equal rights. That's what America is all about.
Okay, if we have equal rights, then why should I still give you princess treatment?
Why should you give me any? And why should I give you a king treatment as well?
Then stay day your day, make I day my day now.
Then it's
Yeah.
okay.
Then
It's
I go go
Thank
okay.
you.
and then I will go and find somebody that now understands that thing where we gonna fight for na illusion. Where if you think that's what I told Mama, if
And
you
you
cannot
bring her
submit,
from Nigeria
if
and she
you
will come
cannot be,
here and become
if
one
you
like me.
if
Is
you
that not what always
cannot be
happens?
in your if you
But
cannot be
the
in
option
your
of a man never
feminist
ceases
state,
to stop.
you are not ready to be a married material. Day your day, because I will not marry another man. If I want to
Okay,
Think,
marry
now this is the
another
see,
thing.
man, I will marry my
This
brother.
is the thing. Let's see. I'm not the type that will go back and forth and argue. So I'm going to let you. I'm
but
letting
you
you
are
talk.
arguing.
You,
You
I'm
are
not.
you
No,
are
no,
you
no,
arguing.
are
no,
The
no, no,
thing
no,
letting
no,
is,
no, no, no,
the
no.
thing
I'm not
is,
arguing.
you don't.
I'm not
You
arguing.
are arguing.
No, I am not
Relax,
arguing. And
relax. I've listened to you.
just because you people have a notion in your
dream life
head does not mean that
Parkway,
it's
dream life,
right.
dream
Come
life.
No, there are
on.
women. Excuse me. If you are a man and you're a good man, count yourself lucky to be one of the 1%. There are a lot of women that are going through abuse in their marriage. There are a lot of women. I was watching a TikTok post, and what did the man said, kiss my friend and I will give you 100,000 naira, right? The boyfriend told us to kiss the guy.
Yes,
The boyfriend was trying to attack this girl for not kissing the guy so he can collect the money.
yes.
And when they get and after thankfully the people that were doing this prank, they gave the girl the money even without her kissing, without her fulfilling the task. The guy
I
collected the
like your
money from her.
example. I like your example. Do you know why? Do you know why? Do you know why she found
Um,
herself in that situation?
Why?
Madam, because people like you have not even educated your younger sisters about the type of men that they should be choosing. You don't educate young girls about the types of girls they should be opening their legs to, because women control most. The thing is, if you find yourself in a healthy environment, there is no way in hell a man, me now, you know, when I said something earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you listened to
now,
me,
when
but you believe
you
in some
say
notion.
tell
No.
other
The
women,
thing is,
it means
the
you're
thing
telling them
is,
to know their rights, right?
no, that's
And
not
And
what
that's
that
I'm
the
right
saying. I'm
point.
is
saying,
That
still
is
what
the
you're fighting
point.
against.
That is
no,
the
madam,
point.
listen, you've not
We
even asked
argue
me
for
what I'm
no
Okay,
saying they
reason.
should do.
let's hear what he's trying to say. Like
You are not
educate women how.
listening.
Okay, say it.
Listen, what I'm telling
Proceed.
you to do, your responsibility to the younger ones and the mothers today is the fact that you have made certain mistakes. The thing is, you see, there are alpha males and there are masculine men. You women don't even know how to tell what the difference is, because An alpha males are hunters. Masculine men want to keep women. Because an alpha male is the one that you are always attracted to. That one that has status in society,
Six pack.
popularity, money, and blah 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 blah. Those are the ones that you want to go to. But a masculine man, that is the good man that wants to protect you and keep you safe from danger. You guys turn a deaf ear to, and that's besides the point. That man there that wanted to collect 100,000 for a stupid kiss is a weak human being. And I do not consent to such stupidity. So if you now tell me, madam, who taught you, what was your education about relationship? What was the best thing? Who gave you the best advice about relationships growing up? And the type of men that you were supposed to allow into your life? Who taught you that?
Life taught me.
Can
Some
you
of us,
imagine?
excuse me, let me finish,
Mama,
please.
let us come back to
Wait,
the
let me
topic,
finish.
Mama.
Let me finish. He
We don't
asked
have
me a
enough
question and I'm
time.
going to answer. He asked me a
Life.
question and I'm going to answer.
Out
A
there,
man like
life.
you, excuse me, give me a minute. A man,
Out
and
there,
I'm going to
life.
get personal here. A man like you in an image, I mean, I'm not talking about you personally. A man
It's
like
okay.
you
Doesn't
in an
matter.
image
Mm,
pregnated someone
mm.
and was not in that person's life.
Yes.
All because they enjoyed each other. Right?
No.
Now, this
No. It's
person,
because the girl
excuse
opened her
me,
leg stupidly to
excuse me,
that man. Because she
excuse me,
didn't do all the right checks to understand that this is a
excuse
weak
me.
human being
You
or this is
asked
a
me a
simp.
question and I'm answering you. I don't get triggered and I'm not upset at whatever it is that you're saying. You asked me a
I'm
question
not even
and
trying
I'm
to trigger
answering
you.
you.
I'm just
So
addressing
please,
what you're saying.
Okay.
listen to understand where I'm coming from, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
this is what I'm going to say.
Mm.
A man, you asked me who taught me, right?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
In
You said
Nigerian
life.
community, they say that it
Mm.
takes a village, right,
Yeah.
to raise a child,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, they say charity begins at home. Where
Yeah.
what does this home consist of? A father and a mother. When
Mm-hmm.
the father is not there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm talking about in my own part. My father died when I was 11 months.
May
So when
his
a
soul
father
rest in
is not
peace.
there, thank you. When
Yes.
the father is not there, the
Yes.
woman is left to raise this child. Now
Yes.
this woman becomes a man
Yeah.
and a woman. Now I am setting
Yeah.
an example of my own self because I'm going somewhere. This woman becomes a man and a
Yeah.
woman. Now all our mindset is I want to provide for this child. I want
Yeah.
to make sure that this child has the best in life. Right? This
Mm-hmm.
woman is not thinking about the emotional or maybe the nurture because a woman is naturally made to nurture, not
Yeah.
to be a man.
Thank you for saying
Do you
that.
understand?
Thank
Yes,
you.
and I
Mm-hmm.
understand that perfectly. A woman is made to nurture and not to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when that man is not in the house, that woman takes that role of
Mm.
being the man so
Mm.
that she can provide for these children. So that
Yeah.
these children, they're not going
If
to
we
Uh,
be.
continue on this
Yesterday,
topic, we will
let me
not
come
face
in here,
today's topic.
Uncle,
Yeah,
for a moment.
Mama,
Yeah.
Let me come in here.
Yeah.
I just
let's
have a few questions to ask him because I see that at the same time he advocates for the female child and he does not know.
I
From the way he
do.
answered
It's you
this
that don't
question,
know. You are not aware that I
he
am for females.
he is advocating for the
I
female
need you. I need
child.
Mama. I need you and her to please stand up and start educating these girls. You think I am against women? That's your first impression. But me, I mentioned something. I told you there is good human deficiency
Mm-hmm.
in the world right now, and it is with people like you that can start educating the younger ones that this line that you are going, this Lamborghini line that you are going is unhealthy. Madam, I want to also quickly do something before I mean you I think you should go back to the topic because this will never
it will
settle.
never
Madam,
nonsense. Let's talk about today.
if two thieves
Brotherly,
come together, wait, if two thieves come together right now and are watching each other, they are trying to pick each other's pockets. Madam, if one successfully steals from the other, who would we who would we blame?
If two thieves try to steal from somebody's pocket,
No, from each other. So look at two of them like this. They want to steal from each other, but one successfully steals. Who
you
are
don't
we
have
going to
anyone to
blame?
blame.
Yes, that's the same thing that I wanted to address with Bona and Sophia. Those two individuals were two thieves. She wanted to reap for where she did not sow, and he wanted to chop where he did not invest. And one person beat one person to the price, because if she was smart, if it is our profession, money for hand, back for ground. But she didn't do that. She adhered to status and celebrity and whatever the case may be. Because the last time too, I wanted to just, and this is the thing, madam, you need to call your daughters, your girls out. You need to be accountable. Because there's this thing of, oh no, but they are women. Oh no, how long are you guys going to do this for? Saying you are fighting for women that are not fighting for themselves.
No,
Young girls today
I don't know
would,
how long you've been watching me, but I'm not the woman person.
no, I'm
When
speaking
she
general,
said
not
I
you,
went,
not you,
yeah, okay.
not
So
you. I'm
women,
speaking in
actually, I
general,
think
madam.
the best people to call out is your gender first, because they would
No,
listen to you.
don't do. You
Because
see, you just
you
do
know
that.
why? You know why? When you call out the other gender, they
Mm.
start saying, I've seen men attack and say, no, she's a feminist, she's a feminist. So I do more of trying to talk to my women. Because like
Feminine
I told
women,
us,
feminine
but
women are not considered feminists, madam.
no, I'm telling
Feminine
you,
women are not considered
hold
feminists,
on.
and
I
feminine
know what I'm
women don't
saying. There are
yell.
so many
Feminine
videos that
women
I
don't
have.
even yell when they talk to men.
Well, hold on. There are so many
They
videos that I have
don't
that
yell.
I addressed certain
Mm.
things, and men would, feel like, oh, this thing you addressed is like this, and they so she's a feminist. She's thinking about like, okay.
Yes.
So while I try to be at the middle, because like you said, if two
Mm.
people are dragging and one, no blame anybody. So if you cannot blame anybody, it means you're saying that none of those people were accountable,
No,
right? I want to live a
no,
life of
both of them are
accountability.
thieves.
It is only
Both
when
of
we
them.
live a life of accountability that we can grow.
Yeah,
So that's my ministry, a ministry of
but
accountability.
we
Now
will
I
leave
have
thieves out of our conversation, and we will look at good role models like you that wants change for the world. That's what we should be gravitating towards the most. Because if we try to defend a Sophie in a situation and talk about maybe one person has to have integrity or not, then we are glorifying our actions for wanting a Lambo and not getting it. You're a thief. How can you from nowhere? I mean, it's a class, because the Bible even supports these women. Things are more expensive now. It was bread that they say, loaf of bread that they said we should pay in the Bible for a side woman. But these days the price is up. It's a Lambo. But the thing is, if there are two thieves, we cannot use thieves as the core of our lessons. We want women like you that should be like, you should be the great examples. You should talk about you and reprogram these young girls, because these girls they will take any amount of money to open their legs. Do you understand? Women
Some
control
girls.
whatever they give out. Women control it. So the type of people, what that's why I asked her that question, right? And if it woke up a sensitive part on your side about your dad, I truly am sorry. No, I'm just also being a polite man too, so that you know that I'm not the Glasgow's guy. No, I just want the best for society, and that's why I said there
You see,
is good
you see
human
people who are they carry
deficiency,
come the platform.
good
You
human
cannot see men at the
deficiency
open.
in society. And if you don't fix yourself, you will not fix your friend. If you don't fix
Bam.
your friend, we will not fix our kids. And if you don't fix your kids, I will raise a boy. I'll raise a boy that would want your girl. And if you don't raise that child, your daughter or my daughter will fuck your son's life up, because I did not do my due diligence. Because in marriages today, we get into marriage by emotional and all these things. How many of us even know the if our wives or our husband have what it takes to raise kids? Do we even ask those questions?
no, most of us don't ask those questions, and that's
Thank
the
you very
problem.
much,
So
madam.
you
So
see,
the story is
now
long, like Unbreakable said.
marriage has to do with
They talk
core
long.
values. You have to put a lot of things in place. Core values is, don't get into marriage because you're in love only. I am
Yeah,
in love will not sustain any marriage. There are
yeah.
so many things that would sustain a marriage, so that when this other thing is deficient, there's something else that is also weighing in. Then I like what you said. I read people. When you started asking, I didn't have an opinion about you. I didn't think
Mm,
you were attacking anybody. I knew
mm,
where you were coming from. And when I said that you are advocating for the female gender,
yeah.
I mean, I know what I'm saying. I know when people attack, and when people advocate.
Thank you, man.
And whatever you have said now is more of advocating than attack. And I love that. And see, when people are saying or are saying things that you don't like, it's not always an attack.
Yes.
Sometimes they're advocating. You don't have to love the advocate, because sometimes you don't even know that what they are saying is for your good. That's an advocate. It's for your good. So he has not attacked any woman here. He has advocated more for the woman. And yes, if you've been in my program, you've been watching me. No, if you can't even be close
I
to me,
have
you don't have
advocated for
sense.
women a lot. Oh. They don't still like
Mama,
me.
they said something.
I have
They talked about a
advocated
woman
for
being
women a lot.
having masculine energy, right? Because the truth is, we need to learn to understand where this problem is coming from. I've
We
said it
will
several
not
times here. 1 minute, Biko. I've said it several times here. I've talked about my marriage. I don't talk about my former marriage. I've talked about it,
But remember, we said
right?
something here before about these energies. If you have an energy that you know you're not supposed to have, it means you've not gotten up from where you fell,
Of
right?
course, of
So we
course.
cannot normalize it. That's why we're talking about when life hits hard.
Yes,
And I
ma'am.
ask you all, if you know your life has not hit hard, carry your hands up. Nobody carry their hands up. Now, the main thing after life hits hard, we're talking about how to get up and move on and forward. So now, when life hits you hard and you carry all the hardness, and now you have become hard itself, it's still not a good thing. An energy that is not polite, that is not feminine. You know, when they say feminism, that was not supposed to be a bad thing. But people came
At all.
and introduced a lot of bad things in it. Feminism, females, you're supposed to be calm. You're supposed to be loving. You're supposed to be tolerant. You're supposed to be, down, respectful. It's not fight. It's not I'm equal to you. It's not this. It's not
Respect
that. But
who you are. Close your
yes,
legs.
don't open your legs. And
Your
that's what he just
value.
said.
Your core
Yes.
value.
Yes, your core values. And I was trying to tell him that if he's been following my program, he will know that I don't tolerate nonsense, even from the woman, because I believe that one bad ex will spoil 1,000 bad ex, right? So when men are saying we're not marrying, men are bad, I have sisters, I have daughters, it is affecting them whether I like it or not. Because
Yeah.
one bad egg is polluting the other eggs, right? So if I have a lot of work to do, I have a lot of work to do with the women, and I have a lot of work to do with the men too, right? Because when women are saying men are just coming to sleep with us, so let's get what we want, that's it. So like what you just said now, whatever that girl name, what's her name again? The girl with
Sophie.
Sophie, right? So she knows that Burna Boy is not for the keeps, right? So it was a transaction. So it's like you said, two thieves. So she knows that this person will not keep me. It's for something. And being who she is, that does not glorify who a woman should be, she demanded for her offerings and for her due this thing. Yetunde here said last week and said she's a shipper. She has a shipping company. She gets money to ship. That's what she does as a woman, right? And some other women gets money to sell their body, right?
The business.
So this other one happens to be trading her body for the other thing. Is it good? No. Is it bad? Yes. Is it a business to some? Yes. Are we going to lie like it's not a business? We can't. It's a business.
The Bible.
And you also said that even from the Bible there is there.
Yes,
so
it's been there.
we cannot like this is their business, right? But I like where you came from, but from saying she's not a smart businesswoman, because she should have gotten the Lamborghini according to you before she lays down herself. But at the end of the day, does this glorify the woman? No. Is it good?
I
No.
have a
Is she
question
one
for
bad
you today,
ex
man.
amongst other women? Yes, she is. And we're praying that God, helps and delivers her. Can we go back to the topic today where we
Yes,
fell?
ma'am. But I have one question before we go to the topic.
Okay.
Yetunde, your line of work and Sophie's line of work, with moral wise, which is more presentable to the society, and who do you think, as a man, will engage to want to keep?
Be honest.
Be honest now.
Okay, so Murray, I will accept you very soon.
Okay.
Yesterday,
Be
I don't,
honest.
ma.
answer the question. Be honest.
In my line of work and in Sophia line of work, who do I
Which
think a man, a sensible man? Let me use that word. A
okay.
sensible man. I'm not downgrading anybody. It's the same way. There are women that are not sensible.
That is
So
feminism right there because
that's
you're not being honest.
I'll
Be
just say
honest.
there
Just
are some
answer the
women that are sensible.
question.
Answer question, Mama Sokpa. Be
Uh-uh.
straightforward. Let me finish what I want
Just
to
be
answer
honest
you.
now. Women.
Sensible men are supposed to pick women that have legit business.
Now, do you know what feminism does? Feminism is telling men now that both jobs are equal. It's okay.
That's
It's
not
women.
true.
That's not
That's
true.
not true.
That's not true. No,
No,
that's
no,
a
no, no, no,
lie.
no, no,
That's
no.
a
I
lie. That's not
disagree.
true. That's a
Feminism
lie.
cannot tell you that
Now,
selling your body is okay.
now,
Please,
now.
let's go back to the. That's not
That's
true.
Feminism is saying you can do
that's
whatever
not
you want
true.
as a
That's a
woman.
lie.
That's
Whether
That's
not
a
you
true.
lie from the
nobody,
pit of
Please
hell.
nobody should
That's
judge
not
you.
bring it
true.
from
Society cannot
somewhere.
That's
Let me
judge
not
you.
see. Let's
true.
get back to
That's
the
not
point.
true.
Let's get back to the topic.
That's not true.
I like to see everybody on camera if you're joining me.
Mama, why
I
are you
have a question that I
doing
want to
that?
ask. I'll ask you guys one questions before you guys go down. I have over 20 people trying to come up here, and I know that they want to answer. And Samuri will answer the questions. Please, if you're requesting me, I see a lot of you requesting. If you know that you're not in a position where your network will be clear and your microphone is okay and you're sitting, please don't request me, because when you do that and you're not okay, you're moving, it spoils the video. It makes it blurry, and and it's not good for production later. Now, I have a question to ask. Let me start with. I want to start with you.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
I want to ask
I was
you
gonna.
the question so that you
Okay.
go down.
Yeah,
I want to ask you this one question.
you read my mind. You read my mind.
Are you serious? Okay.
Honestly, I was gonna ask that I
Okay.
answer first so I could go down for someone
All
else.
right. You see, I tell Nasa I did very spiritual. No. So let me ask you this question so you go down.
Mm.
Um, if you're a man, right, and you get set up by your ex-girlfriend, a man will get
Yeah.
set up by his ex-girlfriend,
Yes.
and I know you people will just be thinking it's only men that rape women. No, women rape men.
Yeah.
They do it. I've
I'm aware.
heard of
I'm
situations
aware.
where women rape men.
Yes.
So you get into a situation, now you're married, and you get into a situation whereby you were gang raped by your ex-girlfriend. She set you up, gang raped you with 10 of her friends. Then, oh, his network is bad. Let me see. Is he showing here? Okay. His network is bad, so I'm not going to ask that question. I wanted to ask him that question. I'm going to keep that question for somebody else. I hope he. I don't know. They say if I remove somebody now, it will. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think he
Thank
removed
God.
himself.
Thank God he removed himself. Thank God. Thank God. Yeah. So let me see if I can bring somebody now. Let me bring Samuri. Let me bring Samuri. Last week he was trying to join. Unbreakable, ask you so that you can go down too. Um, Unbreakable, I'm going to ask you this question because you are so much intrigued and so much. Sit up,
Good evening, everyone.
You can't lie down like that and be talking. So sit up. I told you I want it
Sorry.
before you join though. Uh-huh.
So,
Stop. I see your network now is blurry now. I said it though. I don't want to get blurry. Okay.
Mama, abeg take am easy on me, abeg. If they take am easy on other people, even the people wey no deserve for you to take am easy with.
So now I'm not
Okay,
you see.
first of all,
Jesus
my
Christ.
take on Burna Boy and Sophia.
Did I ask the
You
question?
see,
Did I ask?
eh?
Did this question? Did I ask you it? Did
Oh,
I ask you it?
the thing don dey my mind since so. E don dey my
I know
mind
you
since they
wanted to
come.
say
I
it
just dey
last week. Wait,
patiently
you
dey
say
wait.
it. Let me ask my question. You say it when I come to your turn. You say that one. I saw you last week on the comment section. You're like, hey, this one, that one. I know. I know you go see.
Mama,
Don't worry.
ask
Just
me, ask
calm down.
to make a conjure.
Let me
If they
ask
don't
you,
trigger me
Unbreakable, the
today.
question. Unbreakable, you like DNA where you like a woman, they cheat this one. So I want to ask you this question. If a woman has been married to her husband for 10 years, the husband truly loves her. We're talking about when life hits you hard. Okay? This
Okay,
life that has hit people hard. The woman has been married to the man for 10 years. The man loves her and she loves the man a lot. But then for 10 years, they don't have children. Unbreakable. Are you listening? They don't have children for
I'm
10
listening.
years. And then the man family has been calling the woman barren and they've been frustrating her life. Then this man travels. When the man travels out of state, the husband's family frustrated the woman to the point that the woman left the house for the week, the man traveled and stayed in a hotel. Now, in the hotel, life happened to this woman. She met somebody, a guy, where she was probably in the bar, drinking and eating, and vulnerable, she had a night thing with this man in the room. That's why she had sex with a man, right, in the room. The husband comes back, picks her back, and goes to the house, unaware of what has happened. Unbreakable. 2 months later, this woman found out that she was pregnant. Counting from her ovulation and period and everything, she understands that this pregnancy is not for her husband. Now, the question comes to her mind: the husband may be impotent, right? First and foremost, the husband may be impotent. Abi, you're
Yes.
a man.
Yes.
You're a man, Unbreakable.
Mm.
Should this woman, who knows that the husband is impotent, abort the child because the husband is not aware yet that she's pregnant, or tells the husband she's pregnant for him and keep the child for the husband, or confess to the husband what had happened in the hotel where she lodged, or just keep quiet and assume God bless them with the child. Unbreakable. What should the woman do?
All right. My answer is number 3. Tell the husband, because I'm always about giving the man the opportunity to decide if he's going to parent that child or not. That's, I stand on that. I don't. There shouldn't be any deceit. It's worse because when he doesn't tell the man and the man ends up finding out along the line, it's more painful after he has raised these kids. So by telling the man, I think that's the best answer. That's the best option. But this whole story, the lady fucked up. In that scenario, she messed up in the sense that a bar isn't where you go find a solution. A hotel isn't where you go find a solution. I think she should have gone home to her parents, not you know what I mean? She's still married. Why are you entertaining? Why didn't you go to your husband? Even if you went on vacation, you call your husband, honey, your people are disturbing me. Oh, I'm coming to where you are, and stay there with him.
We are talking about when life hits you hard. I just want what the woman should do in
But
this scenario. I don't want to blame this thing.
the life isn't hitting her hard based off of her partner, though. The life is hitting her hard based off of the family.
Now,
So I
Unbreakable,
always tell,
this man is likely impotent and cannot have a child.
yes,
She
mama.
think about it logically, and
I'm
she
being
did this
logical,
once
mama.
and she's not going to do it again? Should she
No,
give her husband the child?
the highest respect a woman can give a man is her body. I keep saying it. When we talk about relationship and people think that the respect a man is talking about is don't talk, keep quiet, or serve me my food, that is not the respect the man is talking about. The highest respect a woman can give his man is making sure that her body is not being tampered with. He can leave you here and go anywhere in the world, knowing fully well that my wife is not going to do this. That is the respect a man requires of a woman. And any woman that gives that man that type of respect has won that man. And when that woman gives birth, the man, you will see that these children are my own. He will not even argue the DNA test. So in that case, that
if
she
this
has
woman
gone out,
tells the man, being afraid of what she has gone through from the family, they might throw her out. It might be
that's no
more pain
excuse.
for
She
her.
has to go, mama. She has
She
to
has
go.
to go.
She has to go.
And if
Now,
that man is impotent, that man remains with no child for the rest of his life.
as you say, I keep telling you.
Unbreakable, would
right?
you rather remain with no child for the rest of your life, or have a woman pretend about the child and give to you?
Mama, to be honest, I'd rather stay without a child. I will go and use my hand and adopt. Because
All right, God bless
you have betrayed my mama. Wait now.
USM Logistics. Okay.
You want just throw me like that because you don't like my answer.
No.
The
Your
right
answer is no. Okay, because I'm not going to tell anybody whose answer I like or not. So don't let me say I like or don't. I'm not going to do that. Okay.
But truth be told, mama, that is betrayal in the highest order. It's still part of betrayal. I don't care. Like, It's you and me against the world. If I'm marrying you, I don't care about what your family is saying. What I care about is your well-being.
But
Because
I said here in the contest that the family has been making life hell for the woman.
turn that part off. Turn it off. As
All
I'm
right.
talking to you right now, as I'm
USM
talking to you,
logistic.
Mama, as I'm
Okay.
talking to you right now, bro, my mom, we're having small contact. She's on 2 days probation on blocking. You don't
Yeah.
understand. You
USM.
don't
Before I get
understand.
to Murray, USM logistic. What should this woman do? Should this woman confess to her husband that, hey, look what happened?
Mama, let me go down for
Even though
somebody else.
she's going to lose the, okay, all right, thank you, God bless you. Even though she's going to lose the marriage, should she do that to her husband, or should she
I,
keep quiet
I believe
and
in
give the husband the child?
I believe in giving people the right to make a choice, whether be it a man or a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Give people the right to make choices. Now, this situation has happened. Could she have been in a better place? She could have gone to her parents' house. You don't invite the devil. A place where you are, anything can happen. In that situation, anything could have happened. She could have been gangrene. She could have been in her house, and maybe thieves would have come in there and they raped her. I've heard of a story like that. That's the wife was raped right in front of her husband, and then she got pregnant. So anything could have happened. But now in this scenario, I am a believer of let people have the choice. So she should tell her husband, and if the husband said that they should terminate the pregnancy, now that should be a choice. Do I want to stay in this marriage or do I want to keep this child? It's a choice.
So she has the choice to pick the child over the
It's a
husband if she wants to.
choice. It's a personal choice. Life
So
is
if
all
the
about
husband says
choices.
terminate the pregnancy, you think as a woman she should not terminate the pregnancy she got elsewhere for her husband?
Mama, that's a choice.
What would you choose?
Me personally,
Mm-hmm.
um, if I've been looking for a child, if I've been so desperately looking for a child, and and that situation happened, will I terminate the pregnancy and then leave my marriage? Now, being the type of person I am, I would have asked questions. If I terminate this pregnancy, hope you're not going to be bringing it up. Because if I terminate the pregnancy and then you chase me out of your house, that is me losing in both ways. You understand, Mama? If I terminate the pregnancy and then you chase me out of your house, then there's issue. But if I terminate the pregnancy and you tell me, okay, it's a mistake, let's forget about it, and let us look for how to have other children. Maybe now we now agree that, okay, oh, now you know that I'm fertile. Maybe you are the problem. Let's get a sperm bank. I don't mind. I will terminate the pregnancy for my marriage to keep my marriage.
No. The man here is not fertile. That's the
No, but
question.
they can get a sperm donor now. They
Okay.
can both agree to
Okay.
it
Mm-hmm.
to get a sperm donor
Somebody
so that now.
said, never been mad, said, and he's a guy. He said, Mama, the woman should keep, let the woman keep the child because someday the man will mock her
And
with that if she goes out.
And that's why I said that, so that they will not say that I'm a feminist. That's why I say that again, Mama. That if the situation is not that, oh, because of what happened, I'm going to kick you out of my house, or you're not going to keep talking about it, then okay, then I will terminate the pregnancy,
Let's move.
and then we can sort for other means. But if I'm losing the pregnancy and I'm losing the marriage, I'll keep the child and forfeit the marriage. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be a music. And I've not all men. Some men look for a way to weaponize stuff
But if
and use
that
against the woman in
man
any way.
asks you to leave that marriage because of infidelity, has he done wrong?
To be frank, no.
Okay.
To be frank, that's infidelity because you put yourself in that situation. You could have gone to your parents' house. I would say the right thing where it is, whatever it is that made you. The same thing applies to men. Infidelity has no excuse. You do it with clear eye. Whether you are drunk or not, you don't put yourself in a situation in an unforeseen situation. She could have gone. She could have gone to her mother's house, her father's house, her siblings' house. Now, God forbid something like that happened while they are there. Maybe arm robber. Somebody now that one is something that okay she couldn't control, but this she could have controlled it.
Okay. Esmuri, let me hear from you. You wanted to say something fast. Oh yeah,
Okay.
Coco, let me hear you now.
Okay, my take on the matter is that first of all, are you hearing me?
Yes.
The issue of confessing to the man wouldn't be something of second guessing. That should be the first thing to do.
Yes.
Okay. And another thing is that the woman, I would say
I'm
maybe
not
the
seeing your
woman,
face.
I would say maybe the woman was a kind of selfish because marriage is something about team play. And what we have been hearing here is if the woman will do this, if the woman will do this, no, she shouldn't even think of it. Okay? Because first of all, the woman got married to her husband, not the, we can say family, but the husband is the utmost priority, right? And she shouldn't have listened to whatever family or this, that. Hence, her husband is protecting her. Hence, her husband is in that situation with her. Okay? So, my simple opinion about the matter is that, first of all, she will terminate that pregnancy. She will terminate it. And she will be ready for whatever consequences that will come thereafter. That is for me. See, and they don't know, like this. I mean, Niger Delta man, no. So, so she will terminate that pregnancy, regardless of whether she's looking for a child or the man is important. The man, that is not the issue. That is marriage. Marriage is for better, for worse, and those are one of the worst things that could happen in marriage. Okay, so for me, confessing is number one. Terminating the pregnancy is number two. Whether she will have child thereafter or no, she should terminate that pregnancy because it's not part of the issue. If maybe that is one of the women enlightenment, to cheat, to go for other men while their husband is out there hustling for them, trying to keep the family together. So for
Okay.
me, that
So
is it.
the first thing she should do is go and terminate the pregnancy.
The first thing she would confess to her husband and be
Okay.
ready to terminate the pregnancy ASAP.
If somebody say this man no be Christian, because
I'm a
we
Christian.
men are
The
more
Bible,
jealous than
yeah,
women when it comes
no,
to our wives' bodies.
I'm a Christian. See, we are in this together. Okay, okay. It's not like your husband has a child from other women. Then why will you bring another child and think that
So
man?
if the man is impotent, if the man is impotent,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is marriage, for better, for worse, impotency or whatever thing. First of all, you got married to a man. You're married to have intercourse, okay, to satisfy yourself. Then child comes take on, okay. Childbearing comes take on. So hence you are getting that, and the child did not come forth. Then you should forget about that one and talk about it. If it is to
I'm still
adopt a
not seeing
child,
your
you have
fine face.
you
Put
have.
your face. Let me see your face finish.
Hmm?
Okay, never been mad. I'm going to accept you soon. Put your face and let me see your hand. Talk now. You're so
Me,
silent.
okay.
You're out from your camera. Okay.
Sorry, I just dey like that. I don't tire. So I don't listen. I don't tire. So that is my take on that issue. So let me just drop a brief something regarding Burna Boy and Sophia. There is no dignity in fornication. There is no integrity in fornication. So, and that Sophia of a girl deserves to be arrested, honestly, because the way this my sister they react, they make me laugh. So because that girl, you will not know how many person that this girl must have tried to influence to be thinking towards that direction of thinking that your body is worth giving a Lamborghini, right? It doesn't make any sense. So for me, let me just rest that case. That is my 1%. If you have any other
So
question,
I am gonna say this. React to. Okay. What are you gonna say? Dream Life. Before I react to this question.
Okay, so I have two things I'm going to say. First, I wanted to answer the other brother's question.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that Nigerian women do not understand is the history of the United States of America. There's zero, their brain empty, no win in it. The United States of America discovered that if the man is the breadwinner and the woman is a stay-home mom, how much tax can they make from that? They can't make any tax from that. So therefore, the woman go and work too. If possible, they can also want your children to also work in McDonald's. And women spend more than men. Lipstick, facial something, earring, BBL, all these things. They end up paying more tax than men. So it is by design. That is one thing other women from other societies understand, that it is by design that the American culture wants you to be separated and to act as if the money you make at work is more important than your family. They want you to know that the money you make at work is, and then women are very sensitive to power. In the house, women can deal with you. There's nothing you can do. At the work, who are they going? Are they going to face Google that they're working at, or Facebook? Those ones will fire them, and there's nothing they can do. So that's why women are more dedicated at their work, because they cannot take the things they do in their house to their workplace. If you take it to your workplace, they'll fire you. They'll remove you quickly. And there's nothing. And that place has about maybe 70 to 100 lawyers. They'll remove you. Women know power. The state of United States of America took out power from the family. If you open your mouth now and tell your wife where you're going to at 1 o'clock, she can tell you to shut up, enter a car and drive at 1 o'clock in the night.
People should stop making life look
Wait,
like this. That's not true.
see now, let me
People are going
finish.
too hard. I don't like it. That's not true.
This is the point. And this is why you have this problem. Now, here's another thing too, though. I would say, for the record, that very few women have I seen that they went and made that money and came back and said, okay, I've made this money in the society. My husband, let's do business together. So what I'm trying to say at this point is that it is by design. The American system is by design that women should be antagonistic towards their husband and make money, because it is a very powerful tax incentive for the government. Very, very powerful. In fact, the research they did, the most recent research, is that single women spend the most money in the society. Vacation, flying, handbags, shoes, they spend the most money in the society. I'm telling facts. So the research shows that women spend more money than any demographic. So it is by. So unfortunately,
thank you so much.
Here's the unfortunate side, though. They now entered into America and heard the arguments. They joined the arguments. It has nothing to do with men. It is that you have wisdom and say, this is my husband, I will not join these arguments. Or this is my wife, I will not join these arguments. They came and heard arguments and joined.
Dreamlight,
That's
God
it.
bless you.
Now, here is the next part. I want to talk about this question of your wife went and got pregnant and something happened. Here's the thing I would say, for me, I would really want to search myself on how did my wife get out of my oversight to get into that situation. That is where I would call myself guilty. Even though it's overseas here, maybe I don't know what happened. But how did I, as a man, fail till my wife got into that situation and came back to have to tell me, look, see what thing they don't do me. I would feel bad. Like I would feel I failed my wife on that level. So for me to judge her after that, I would find it very difficult to judge her.
Should the woman keep the pregnancy?
I'm barren. She said me I'm barren. I'm barren.
If the man is barren,
she can keep the pregnancy. She can keep the pregnancy. Why are you telling her to abort it? To go and do what when she aborts it? She can keep the pregnancy. But me, the way I would think, how did I miss it in such a way that they went and raped my wife somewhere?
No.
Where was I?
No.
Not
She was not raped.
not rape, consensually.
Even that one, Seth. Even that one. How did I miss it that she go meet old boyfriend or whatever it is? How did I miss it?
Well, thank you so much, everybody.
That is women education and empowerment, women enlightenment.
Let me tell you guys something. When we continue in the line of something that is sinful, sin continues to grow, right? It's like sin begat sin, and sin begat sin, and sin begat sin. Now, what is forgiveness? You all set yourself. You cannot ask somebody to take away life. God created life. So are you going to look at that now? I want to ask you guys that say abort. The covenant of life and of marriage, which one is greater? It's life.
You
cannot. Someone say keep the pregnancy for which family?
Exactly. For which family? It will not happen.
He says it will not happen. Samuel, you
It
need
will
the
not
papers.
happen. It will never happen.
Oh my God.
For who? For who?
So even if you don't have
After
any other
that,
child again,
even if my wife should terminate that pregnancy, I will still send her packing. Period.
And that's why I take
Because
the
if
pregnancy.
move, because she don't deserve
Mama, let
me.
me
Because you
go
are
down.
supposed to.
Mama, let me step down. Let me step down because this is what I heard. Let me step down.
God
No,
bless
that
you.
is the truth. That is the truth. That is the truth. Because you cannot bring another man's child to my house after I paid your bride price, married you well, treat you like a queen, and all you could pay me back is to bring another man's child and telling me barren, this one, that one, impotent. Impotent who? Where do they used to kill someone who is impotent? Where? Where is the law? Which law that says that if your man is impotent, you should go and sleep with another man? It doesn't make any sense. So let's not. First of all, if a woman sees her husband to be the leader, you don't even need to do that. That is betrayal. For whatever circumstances, she shouldn't have even given it a second thought. That is my own stand on that issue.
She can keep it and go join the man. Oh Jesus Christ! You people like you people just join. You people judge things
No,
unbiblically, irrational. That's to show that people don't go to
no,
church.
Mama,
no.
Where is forgiveness?
sorry,
I mean,
If
sorry,
you
no.
wait.
go and impregnate another woman, and your wife say tell that woman to terminate the pregnancy, will you tell the woman to terminate the pregnancy? If your wife does not have
Me,
a child,
me,
yes.
me, ASAP. That situation will not even occur to cheat on my wife. Never. Because I'm married for a reason. Married to stay away from the market, right? So I don't think I will have any reason. Like for me, bearing a child is not something that I'm like so crazy about that. Oh, I must have a child like African tradition. No, like there are so many children that you can pick up one and raise. Children is not all about whom is your biological child. It's someone that you have trained and
Yeah, that you've
impacted
trained.
positively in
So
that
you
child's
don't
life. That child
want to
might
train
stand
this
for you.
one, even though
Eh?
it's not your biological child. I don't want to train this one.
This one is criminality. Going behind my back while I'm hustling to make sure we stay cool.
God,
Okay? To
God
go and
bless
say,
you,
hey,
ex
vulnerable. Which
Murray.
vulnerable be that
Let
one?
me
So
ask.
you are
I've never
vulnerable.
been mad. You're
Mama,
joining me today for the first time. After all your
yes.
trouble on the comment section, God
So
bless you. So why am I not in your place?
among the
See
whole
me,
place to go is for you to go to
Mama.
bar to go and
Let's be realistic.
okay, someone
Wait,
asked
let's
you
be
out,
realistic.
you drank, do this, do that, then paying me back. I'm away trying to provide for the family. How do we justify this kind of art, self? Is it part of women enlightenment or empowerment? It doesn't
Sir, let
It's
me
okay.
make any
Let me
sense. She
hear
will
from you. I've
terminate that
never been mad.
pregnancy ASAP, and I will kick her out from my house immediately, and bride price will be fully refunded. Period.
I
okay,
don't hear
Fully
thank you
you.
very
refunded.
much.
Don't you? I don't hear you. I make a never been mad talk. Oh yeah.
Mama, thank you very much for the
Bless you.
privilege. Let's be realistic. I know the man is just speaking from the angle of himself, fine, maybe from his own experience, but let's be truthful. If you, as a man, and your wife agree together that you're not going to have a child, that is an agreement. But if a situation whereby you guys are seeking for a child and for your wife to go out, meaning there was a pressure, that is
From who?
realistic. Hold on a second, bro. It might be from you or from your family.
From your
So
family, I
there
said
must
it, the family has
see,
been frustrating
see,
her.
there must be a pressure, and that pressure will make her see that even while you are trying to console her, the pressure is still there, and for her to go outside because there is a she has thought of it like, am I the problem or is he the problem? Now she try to find a way out and find out that you are the problem, not even she. So coming to tell you and you say terminate it, it means even if she terminate that child, you will automatically even use it to mock her. Let's be realistic. We men are more jealous than women when it comes to our wife. We men are
Bro.
more jealous than women. Hold on, bro. We are
Okay,
see if
sorry.
you're not jealous, you will not tell her to abort it. Let's be realistic. If you are
See,
not
thank
jealous,
God
you will not
I'm man the
tell her to
flow
abort it.
talk today.
You
As you
see,
guys not to be stressing me today, eh? God will just
the
bring
fact
up men
see
that will be talking to you people for
that
me.
is the
People don't
fact
read your
because
Bible.
we are
Oh.
more jealous than women, but we don't see it that way. We only see it as form of, oh, we are the head of the house or this. No, we are more. Even you, sir, that is talking, if I decide to even toast your wife, you will give me a dirty slap. Let's
Me?
be realistic. Yes, if I toast your wife in your presence, you will get angry.
No, 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 no.
Exactly.
You first
No,
Of
of
wait,
all,
course,
what I'm
of
first
saying,
of
course.
no,
all,
It's not the
what
way.
I'm
You're
first
not
of
saying,
all,
scared. You're
no,
not
first
what I'm
of all,
scared.
if
saying is
you see,
this.
sorry, first of all, if you see my wife wearing a wedding ring and you decide to ASAP, right? Because you cannot talk to a woman that you see wearing a ring, wedding ring, that's disrespectful, right?
Hold on a second. It's disrespectful. Yes, that is to tell you that
So
you
why
are trying to say
would you
it's a
do that?
protection. Wait, hold on a second. Is that is something we are saying? It's a protection. That is what you're going to
Yes,
call
that's
it.
meant to
But first of
protect
all,
their own.
yes, it's a protection. But first of all, why would your wife go outside? Meaning there is a pressure. You are not taking that point. Because if you and I agree that nothing will happen, that you guys are going to stay without a child, it's going to be there. But if there's no an agreement and there's a pressure on our side, most times, let me tell you, in African culture, we believe that women are more barren than men. Sometimes women might have a problem, but we always focus on the
Yeah.
women.
Yeah,
At the end of the day,
yes,
some point,
but
even our mother will go and bring another woman for us to make us feel we are decent. So medically, we might not
bro,
even know that we are the problem, but we also try to be able to cover it. At the end of the day, for that woman to even go outside, that is only my point. For her to go outside, there's a pressure. So for you to not tell her abort it, first of all, you are jealous and you are angry. And if she abort it, she has made a big mistake of herself because she will be the mockery of every little argument. She becomes the mockery
okay.
of every little argument. And at the
So,
end
and
of
to
the
just
day,
summarize this question, he has answered, so don't go out and like that from a
so at the
biblical
end of the
point.
day, you will
I
make
stand
her
on
the
don't take a
mockery
child
of
out.
your argument at home every day because of that little thing, because you are bitter already, you are angry. So the best thing, if it's me, I will tell her, okay, fine, I cannot father another person's child. I know I am at fault. But the only thing I will guarantee you is give birth to that child. Do you know where the father is? Can you locate the father? Make sure you have access to the father. That's simple because at the end of the day, when you make mockery of that woman, you will not regret it. She will regret her life because she has losing both ways.
I
Losing
did
you,
not say
losing
I
the
forgive,
child.
not I will make mockery of her. All I just say that she will abort that baby and I will divorce her.
Wait,
Period.
no, listen, bro. I'm just being
Don't
realistic
worry, we'll
now. I'm
go.
just being
Never
real.
be
I'm not
mad.
talking
We'll see
about
these
you. I'm not
men.
talking
These
about you.
men here, eh?
Yeah.
First of all,
Tomorrow
first
you
of
will see the all this is true. So don't worry about it. They'll all be okay.
all, that
Oh, your network is bad.
can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Bro,
Can you
you are
hear me?
No,
listen.
his network is
Listen, let's be
bad.
realistic. Let's be realistic. A lot is going on in your head already when you already found out that you are the problem, not even she anymore. Because there was
This
a
is not
pressure on her.
matter of
But
finding out
later
if I'm the problem. This is a matter of you going to another man to testosterone you instead of doctor.
Oh,
Are the
so
doctors
that's wrong.
no,
dead?
Wait,
no,
Why will you
listen,
take me?
listen, listen.
Aburi,
You see the
go
problem
down. It's
now.
okay.
She
Go
asked a
down. Go down.
question. She
It's
asked a
okay. I'm asking
question.
you a question. Now go
I'm
down so I can pick
answering that
somebody else.
question. Now
Me?
you are taking it
Let's
of
I should
that
go down.
let's
Okay,
testosterone.
test
where will
run.
I go down? Sir? Sorry,
Eh? You
let
saying
me
a
go
test
down.
run? Oh God,
So it's the same
these
thing you are
men are
talking.
so
It's
funny.
not
Oh.
about testosterone, testosterone. In terms of our wife, we are more jealous. Let's be realistic. So it's
Yesterday,
not that we
I'm going
just
to ask
come
you a
in, just
question.
speak and everything.
Thank you so much,
We
Never
know
Be Mad.
ourselves.
You
No problem,
contributed so
man.
well to
Thank
this
you, man. God
question.
bless you.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. I'm not even going to ask all our questions today because time has gone. And okay. Oh, he's okay. Here today I have a question to ask you. Let me bring somebody up again. Nina. Nina needs to come up. I don't know what is wrong with her network. Okay, let me see. I'll accept two more people. I don't know if it will let them come in. I'm trying to get them in. I'm trying to get Abimbola. Let me get Abimbola. Let me get him. I know this thing now might start telling stories. Oh, Inena joined. That's good. How many people have joined now? Good. I know your network went out. You were not. So that's why I saw your request again. I'm like, let me just ask you this question. Can you hear me?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm going to ask Nina this question before. Let me ask before her. So, as a man, I kept your question for you. As a man, and you say you know
Yeah.
men get set up, right? If as a man, if you get set up by your ex-girlfriend, and then this ex-girlfriend of yours now gang raped you with 10 of her friends, and when they did this, as a man, you fainted, right? They raped you and you
Okay.
fainted, and then you're married and
Okay.
you did not um, tell your wife about it.
Okay.
You kept it to yourself the first time. Then 2 months later, this ex-girlfriend again of yours, probably still trying to get back at you, gang raped you again with her friends, and you fainted. And the only person that is aware of this rape that's been going on in your life as a man is your best friend. Your wife is not aware. Now, the thing is, you know that your wife can resolve this issue. You don't want to go report this case to the police because you know that your wife will get to hear about it because she's probably the commissioner of police. She's the commissioner of police in your state. And you know that it will still go through her table if she hears that you were raped and if you make the report. Now, you're still keeping this thing to yourself. And the scenario now here is there are two things. You really want to tell your wife. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you can hear me better now, Official Nina. God bless
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
I'm happy you can hear me now. Oh wow. I'm happy you can hear me. Oh my God, his network is so bad. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Lambasta
can
or
hear you.
something. Oh God. I needed him to answer this question. His network is bad and he's gone. It's kind of rolling from here. So that's why I'm thinking he's gone. Okay, let me ask Official Nina this question. His network is bad. Official Nina, I'm going to ask you this question and I'm going to ask Yetunde this question since the both of you are the women we have here. To answer this question, I know say this one go tough, but I want to see if you guys are Christians. So that's how I'll say it, Christians. I want to see if you guys are Christians. Let me see if there's another man here I have. Do I have another guy? Yeah, I have some. Okay. I just hope he accepts you because when time goes like this, doesn't accept. And if I don't ask him this question, I'll ask him next week. This is right. Often now the question is, if a woman relocates to America, this woman just relocated to America. How are you? God bless you. Are you okay? God bless you. How are you? Can you hear me? The person I just accepted.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, God bless you for joining. Officer Nina, let me ask you. Okay, maybe it's the man I'll ask that question since my other guy went. I see they here.
Okay.
Samuri. Oh, Samuri, you want to come up again? I thought your network took you out. Okay, hold on. You are relocated to America as a woman. Yetunde and Official Nina, I'm asking the both of you. And you are undocumented and you stay in America. Then 6 months ago, you got married to a United States citizen and you found out you were pregnant. And this US citizen that you got married to, because he knows you're undocumented, the marriage has been turbulent, is abusing you mentally. You're even thinking of leaving the marriage, but you're asking yourself, oh my God, you're pregnant. He has filed for you, but you know that it's going to take at least another, let's say a year plus to get your green card. And then you walk into a store and you won a lottery, and the lottery is $180 million. As an undocumented immigrant, you cannot collect that money. I hope you know. It has to be a citizen or a green card holder to collect that money, $180 million. The only one person you can give that ticket to go and get that money is your husband. And the man is abusing you. What will you do?
Are you
Will you give
asking
him?
me? You want to answer? I want you to answer first.
Yes, I want you to answer the question first.
Uh, First of all, I will speak to a lawyer. I'll get his advice first. Then, if I have to give it to my husband, there should be a written agreement, not verbal agreement. There should be an agreement of what I'm going to give you out of the money. If you agree, we will go that route. But if you don't agree, I'll look for someone else. I'll look for someone else that's going to get the ticket and then get the money.
Okay, officially, I'm going to ask you this question again. There's no room for these negotiations. You have a husband. Marriage is not where you start treating people with lawyer agreements. It makes marriage very complicated. Now, You know inside of you that this man is abusing you, Abby, and you're already having the option of maybe you go leave this man, but you're pregnant, and there's no other person to get that ticket. You either tear that ticket of 150 million, you just look at the ticket like this, 150 million, and tear it, or the one person you can give is the man that you're married to. What will you do?
And then I'm pregnant, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will still go through the legal team and see if he can transfer to my unborn child. If he can, I'm going to hold on. When the child is born, right in the hospital bed, I will do that, put his name. I wouldn't mind putting the whole money in trust fund for my kid.
No. Let me ask the question again so you understand. You are pregnant. Yes. A ticket, a lottery ticket lasts 90 days before it expires if you don't put it in. You have your husband that is a citizen. You are undocumented. Okay, let me not put you. And a woman is act like you're answering it for somebody. And this ticket, this money, this thing here is the man is abusing the wife. The wife is undocumented, and the man is abusing the wife, but she's pregnant, maybe 3 months pregnant. The only option this woman has is tear this lottery ticket and forget about the money, or make the husband $180 million rich, even though she does not know the future of that marriage. What should this woman do? Should she keep
Well,
differences aside and say, you know what, this is my husband, give him that ticket to go get $180 million lottery, or tear that ticket and continue to live and have the man live in poverty?
my advice to the woman will be still two things. Is that you go seek a lawyer to get advice, or better still, send it to a charity, because giving it to the man doesn't even have such money. He's abusing you. So if you now get that money, of course you are finished. So if there's no way the woman can get the money, let her give it to charity. History will remember her. You never can tell if she has a heart as an undocumented person to give such to charity. You never can tell what life will give her. She might probably be documented. You don't know. So let her try her luck.
Yet in there, a woman wins $180 million lottery. She's undocumented and cannot collect the money and cannot get the money. She's married to a man who is a citizen. And in 6 months in that marriage, the man has been abusing her. And then she just walked into a shop and won this lottery. She found that she has won 180 million. Should she go back to the house and tell the husband, I won lottery, go get the money, or should tear the ticket?
And that's the only option that she have, is to give the money to her husband because he's documented. Or,
Yes. Or
or
tear the tickets. That's the only two options you have.
that's the only two options.
Yes. I'm not seeing your face. Your network better don't blow, because I'm watching my video. I don't want the network to blow and spoil the video.
If I were her, what would I do? That's the
You have
question
two
number
options.
one.
I don't like, you people should not tell me go charity. I'm coming back to ask Official. This woman has two options. I didn't give three options. She is married, 3 months pregnant. The lottery ticket expires in 90 days. Should she give the husband the ticket to go get the money, or tear the ticket and forget she ever won a lottery?
Well, I will probably give that ticket to someone else and
You
have an
guys
agreement with
don't
that person.
understand the questions.
But the
Two
ticket is still gonna
questions.
have my name on it. It's a ticket, Mama.
Is
The
a
ticket
ticket that
is
you
gonna have my name
won,
on it.
and we have two options here. There's no option of giving a third
Three.
party. I am trying to bring you guys back to what is marriage. I'm
But
I'm not even I'm trying to get you guys back. What is marriage? Should this woman, because of abuse, tear the ticket
to tear it,
or give the husband?
tear it,
You say?
tear it. If that's the only option we have, we tear it. We move.
You tear the
You
ticket.
tear the ticket. If that's the only option, because I personally, I would have given it to someone else. And then we will have an agreement. We will go and write and notarize it.
Good.
So if you have only two
If
options
that's the
to
only option
tear
I
the
have
ticket
in heaven
or
and
give your
earth,
husband
I will tear
$180
it.
million lottery ticket,
I will tear it.
officially, Nena, you have just two options. Give your husband the lottery ticket to win 150 million, your husband, or tear it. Should the woman tear it?
I'll give it to charity. I'll donate
Ah,
it.
you don't have an option to give to charity. The only option is the woman should give it to her husband or tear the ticket.
I'll give it to a stranger.
Official
That's it. I will give
Nena.
it to a
Oh,
stranger.
given a
Official
stranger.
Nena. Understand, if
Two
you have an A and B question, you
option.
have failed it 20 times. And this is the last time I'll ask again. This woman has a husband to give the ticket, or she has the will to tear the ticket. What should the woman do?
Then she should tear it.
She should tear the ticket.
Definitely.
On your USM, you're agreeing with official Nena that she tear the ticket
Yes, ma'am.
and not give it to their husband.
It's not even negotiable. Tear it because he will not take care of you. You will not see him buying that money. So even the paper said that he wants to even do, he might decide to cancel it. So someone is not even rich. He's already showing me shake. When you now have money,
Take
what will
it.
now happen?
He will
Ah, no.
kill you. Yesterday, he will just, that's the
That's
end.
it. It's finished. It is finished. That's what Jesus said on the cross. You just finished me.
Hmm. Okay. And you are married and you tear the ticket.
I'm even doing me a favor. I'll take the ticket.
Then he will not see the wickedness he's been doing. Because it's okay to show your wickedness to
Please,
someone and then they don't react.
the women in on the comment section, if you're a woman and you're listening, you've heard my question. Please tell me. I would just want you to comment, tear it or give the husband the ticket. Remember, we're talking about $180 million. Let me ask the man joining us today. God bless you.
Oh,
If you are in that shoes and you are the man that is abusing the woman, and you know you are abusing her, you don't even deserve the ticket. You know you don't deserve it because of how you have dealt with her. But she won $180 million ticket. She's undocumented. You're the only one that can collect the money. Do you deserve the ticket? Should she give it to you?
on my own case now, the question has twist. If it is
Because you're the man.
okay, yeah, okay. For me, I would say it's just
Somebody,
choice.
Rachel said, and shred it. She even has shred inside it. You people need Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
For me, is a choice. I will not force her to give it to me
And
because
please answer me A
I'm the
or
man
B.
now.
Should she give you the ticket or tear it?
That's why I say it's a choice.
No, if
I will not
that's
say you should give
her choice,
it to me.
if I give you an answer A and B and there's no C, her choice.
Okay.
That answer is give it to me, tear it. Please answer.
I don't think I can answer that question. The reason why I said that,
If you cannot
my
answer that
reason for
question,
that,
it means you don't have any right to blame the woman who said tear it. Right?
because it's not my ticket. I can't say
Okay, hold
you
on.
should
If you
give it to
cannot
me, and I
answer
can't
this
say she tear
question,
it.
this woman
Yeah.
that said tear it, are they right or wrong?
For me, I would say they are wrong. In one option, because there's still a way they can do it, which they
No,
can still
we have just two
have
ways.
access to the king.
We have
That's why I
two.
said,
We have two ways. The
It's
husband or
only
tear
two
it.
ways.
So you say they are wrong, and now
yeah,
it comes back to you. You are the man, and you
yeah,
cannot answer the question.
yeah, because it's not my ticket in the first
So
place.
how can you now say they are wrong? Because we're putting a scenario
Okay,
here.
the reason why I say they are wrong, they are coming from the bitter side. Why that I say they are wrong is that if it is me, I'm the woman. I will give the ticket to the man, but on one but. on one thing. That's why I said they don't take it that way.
So
On
why
one
are you
one
not seeing
condition.
yourself now as the
The
man
condition
that is entitled to
is
get the
that
ticket? Now I asked you, you are the man.
yeah,
Why didn't you just say,
yeah.
give me or tear it?
No, you see where I'm coming from in the first place from the woman's side is different from where I will go from my own side. Because if I said he should give it to me, one, I believe that ticket is not for me. We can be married, but he won the ticket. I'm not the one that won the ticket. So
I
he
need
has
I need
fully
answers.
like
I need
yeah.
answer. Please. The audience
Okay.
are
That's
waiting.
why I say
You
if
now I
I'm
don't want
coming
you to
from
say
the
you
woman's
cannot
side,
answer the question. I want you to come from the man. If you've been on this platform, you know I ask the man and I turn it and ask the woman. If you are the
okay,
man that your wife won $180 million lottery ticket and she does not have
yeah,
her papers yet,
yeah,
but you know that
yeah.
you're abusing her, you don't even deserve the ticket. You know in your heart that you're the wickedest
If
woman. She
if
win
I
that
know
money.
I'm abusing, I don't deserve the ticket. Should tear the ticket.
She should tear the
If
ticket.
I know I don't deserve the ticket, tear the ticket because the ticket is
Now,
not mine. Yeah,
okay. So
yeah,
if you are abusing your wife and your
yeah.
wife sees something good that can elevate you in life, she should not tell you, she should destroy it.
What do you say? Can you
If you are
come again?
abusing, if you are a wife abuser and
Okay.
this your wife sees something that can take you up in life, she should not give you the thing, she should tear it, she should destroy it.
Well, like I said, me, I will not impose something on her. It's our choice. That's what I will say. Because it's not mine, something that is not
Okay.
yours.
Yes
If
or
I said
no?
you should give it
See,
to
have
me,
you
it's
went
like
through
I'm
school?
imposing
Hold
something
on.
on her.
You went through
Yeah.
school, and most of our questions and answer are yes, no. I went through nursing school here, and most times with the ABC
Yeah,
question is
yeah,
yes, no. Now, this I'm
yeah,
giving you an A, B question. There is no C. If you're bad to
okay,
your wife,
yeah,
and your wife stumbles
yeah.
into an opportunity because you say she should tear it now, and again, if you say your wife should tear it, so I ask you again because that's something to elevate you. You say she should tear it. If you are abusing your wife, probably cheating on her, or probably abusing her mentally, and this woman stumbles upon something that is going to make you a multi-millionaire in life, are you saying she should help you or not help you? A or B?
Okay. Based on my own answer, based on my
A
own
or B?
answer,
No
A
third
or
answers.
B. A or B. It's kind of so hard to answer, but for me, that A or B, okay, you should hear it.
To not
That's
help
what I
you.
would say because it's not mine. It's not mine. If it is my thing, there's a way I can do it. But if it's because I will not be because I believe
I know
that
you all want
if I
to
said
roast
okay,
this
give it to
man.
me, it's like I'm forcing. So he should decide because
It's all
he's
about
the one that
you.
has the decision. It's not even on
It's
the
It's
not an
man.
about you.
entitled
It's
man.
about your
It's not an
attitude. It's
entitled.
about your attitude towards the woman. If you are nice to that woman, she will give you that
Yes.
thing without blinking. I
Without
personally
even
will give
thinking
it.
about it.
I
The woman will give
personally
you
will
the
give
You
world.
give
you.
it without thinking about it.
All of
And
Yeah.
you
to me,
are angry with this man, but I see a bit of righteousness in this man. Do you know why? I study people and I look at them. A very selfish man would say, give me. Do you know why I twisted it and asked him? A very entitled man would say, she has to give me.
See
Those are
how
men that are not
long it took him to answer
accountable.
you.
But you see, this man, he has a little bit of goodness in him,
Conscience.
and he's a good man. He was fighting with the answer because, again, he held himself accountable for not being nice to his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, he does not deserve it, it's not my own.
Yes.
What are we preaching here? Be nice to your spouse, be nice to them. Then come to this.
Kindness.
Biblically, your answer is wrong. Your answer is wrong. The Bible said, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. And when you join with that, even Jesus Christ answered when they asked him question. He said, two has become one. Two has become one. As long as you've not signed the divorce decree, you see that money you're giving to your husband, you're giving to yourself. Is your money. So you will give him the ticket and ask him to go cash the money. Look at them. They say no.
Asunder, he already put asunder himself by maltreating me before the ticket came.
That's
So
already
me
a
not
broken vow,
giving
Mama.
him the
Broken
ticket,
vow.
I am not the one putting asunder. He already put asunder in the relationship. So he should test his own medicine and see how he feels.
It's a
But
broken vow.
sorry. I just want to say something about the woman. Sorry, please, before you finish your answer. It's like, for me, that's why I said if the question was thrown, the first question you asked the woman, if it is me, like I'm a lady right now, I will give him the ticket. But that's why I say but. The but is that before I give him the ticket, that's why we have a lawyer. That's why we have
That is
everything.
what I'm
Like,
saying.
okay, both a man when they married, their everything of their property, they are going to share it, or they will have a lawyer. They can go to a lawyer. You know what? I'm the owner of this thing. I'm the one that won this thing, but I want to give it to this man. Okay, this thing, when this thing turns
This
out,
is
they
the
have to
problem
sign
thing. I don't want
because
us to start thinking so much in marriage. And that is what is happening today. We are too wise in our marriages. We are too wise. And that's why the marriages are destroying. Marriages are not holding. Because we are thinking of how we profit ourselves. Marriage is not about us. It's about the other person. So, all this lawyer contract, this one, I don't want us to see marriage as this contract. I want us to see as more as a covenant.
Mama, we can give it to
We have
charity.
gotten we are too calculative. Everyone is calculating. God bless you. There's too much calculations now in marriage, and I don't like it. We are too wise in marriage. Now we've thought about lawyer.
Charity.
You've thought about signed documents. How did we get to that point? Right? How did we
well,
get to that point?
getting to that point is because
Now,
of the question, is because of the kind of the
yes,
husband
it is easy
he
to think. Let me tell you,
yeah.
if you want to go out of that marriage, give your husband. He becomes rich, you become rich. When you divorce, you also be rich.
No.
I'm undocumented, so I can't lay hands on
Yes.
his property. I can't.
Undocumented.
I'd rather be wise
And he
in my
can
marriage than
deport you too. He can
die
lie
a
against
foolish
you and
death.
deport you.
I'd rather be wise than die a foolish, because my husband kill me, I'd die a foolish death in the marriage. So let me be wise. I'll be wise and not die a foolish death.
I need to talk to the both of you after this program. People are displacing.
Mama, you know
That's
that
correct.
the husband can actually deport the wife because of the Bible says money is the root of evil. Since we are going through Bible passage, someone that don't have money before is treating me, showing me shege. Now, when my money now enter a hand, it will go. I will now go through Pro Max, and then he will
Yes,
not look for a way to deport me. I marry a documented woman.
he will bring guys to the house, so
Yes,
he will bring guys
yes,
himself.
yes.
Yes, to give a man money and see his
Mhm.
true character. Give a man money, see his true
That's
character.
true.
So make una leave that matter for Matthias.
I'm ashamed of the both of you. Sincerely. Since today, I have not said this thing on live before. I shame for Una too.
Mama, if
Let me ask you a
a
question.
man treats me, Yetunde, good, and he is good in all his dealings, and I get that ticket, is the first person, heaven and earth to
I've
be
called him.
witness, is the first person that I will call because
But
he
this
will be my
man,
best friend, he will be my party, he will be everything.
okay, let me even be a little nice. This man has filed for you people. He has filed your papers,
Mm-hmm.
even though you don't have the documents yet. Will you say, okay, he has filed, give him the money?
I'll
What's
pay
the
him
possibility
back the
that
money he needs in
that
filing.
I will even last in that filing we even finish
I will
before
pay for the
I even get out of the
application.
marriage? Yes,
I'll
now.
pay him the application. I'll pay
Mama, you
him
know
back for the
how many
application.
men that are abusing women that do paper for them, they will go and do divorce and then do vow.
Yeah, today that one is
God
a long story.
forgive you
I will
people.
go and pay for the filing. Give him the money. Case closed. Before you now tell me, if not for me, you will be in the ICE detention. So I'm going to pay you back your money. Case
Yes.
closed.
We'll do
God
that.
bless you. Where are you joining me from? Can you hear me? The man, where are you joining
Me,
from?
I'm joining from Australia.
Australia. Okay, God bless you. Um, let me ask you the question I wanted to ask the gentleman that kept having network issues.
Okay. Yeah.
If a man gets set up by his ex-girlfriend, and he was gang raped by the ex-girlfriend. His ex-girlfriend and 10 other women raped the man, and this man is married. They raped him till he fainted, right?
Okay.
The only person that knows about this is his wife. He's his best friend, and the wife is not aware. The next time again, the ex-girlfriend set him up, raped him with 10 other girls, and he fainted. Now, if we're thinking about protection and HIV, they all used a condom to do that. Then this man, oh yeah, we used to have people from everywhere join us. All the countries now. Look at you. I've never been mad. So this man got raped again the second time by his ex-girlfriend and 10 other girls, and he fainted again. His friend knew about it and helped him out. Now there's a solution, and the wife of this man is in the police force, and she is the commissioner of police in that state, right? So every report he gets, and people know him as the wife, as the husband of the woman who is the commissioner of police, assistant commissioner of police. So if he makes a report, the wife will hear it. And now this man's fear is that the wife is severely hypertensive. That's his fear. He knows that if he tells the wife, the ex-girlfriend and all the people that raped him will be brought to justice and go to jail. And he also knows that this scenario, this issue, might disturb the woman so much, and he might lose her because she's very hypertensive and she get worried over little things. Talking about honesty, trust in marriage, and openness, truth in marriage, and everything the Bible stands for. Honesty, truth, no secret. Would you tell your wife? Should the man tell the wife and get justice, or keep it to himself and protect the wife's health?
On this issue, on this matter, it's like there are some, like you said, like the woman, she's hypertensive and everything, and if she heard about this kind of situation, it might lead to what can even cause what they don't expect. For me to protect the wife, I would say you should try to keep it to manage it in another way, right? Because of the wife, because of the situation the wife is. Because I believe there are some, even though there are some lies that you can, there's some way you can do things. Okay. Like there are some lies you can use to protect your marriage, to protect your woman. That's the way I would think. If because of that, if not because of the scenario you said, I would have said you should go to the wife and explain everything so that the wife can. But because of that, he can try to find another way around to solve it. Probably maybe by trying to travel out of that country, try to find a way that he can solve it, that he will not affect the wife. So that's how I would treat that scenario.
Okay.
But
so if you have to,
regardless of anything,
tell your wife
the wife is okay to take it, I would tell the wife straight away.
You don't have a problem telling your wife, right?
For me, I don't have a problem telling my wife. But because of the scenario of the sickness or the thing, that's what will make me to keep the thing and try to solve it in another way. But
okay.
if there's nothing like that, straight away, the first person I will say to, it's my wife, because I will know that, okay, once I tell her, one, I'm honest, two, we will try to solve it out. Yeah.
Mama, I can answer here from comment section. I'll find a better way to tell my wife the truth, and there will be a mediator, a professional that would help me communicate the message. Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a beautiful answer too. You also gave a beautiful answer. Marriage about openness, honesty. I don't think there should be secrets. If a third party has to be involved, which is therapy to help the woman, it's good to tell the woman what you've been through so that justice can be done. You don't prolong justice, because the next time we don't know what they're going to do.
That's
this is 2 times rape, and you don't want to continue to go through the trauma of rape.
Yeah.
The last question I'm going to ask before we go out of here will be, to the women, if you're married to a man that was cruel to you initially in the marriage, he was cheating and you were cheating. Now, you know he was cheating, but he did not know you were cheating, right? 10 years or 20 years down the line in the marriage, the man became born again. You also became born again. The man came and told you, honey, I'm sorry for everything I did. Part of what I did was cheating. I am happy. I am now in Christ. You cheated in that marriage too. Yetunde, will you also tell your husband that I'm sorry I cheated too while you were cheating or when you were cheating? Or you would keep quiet and bury it?
If there's one thing I've learned from these little years of me living, is learn to keep your whatever your past is till the day you die, because they will judge you. That's
Oh,
one thing I've learned.
Christ.
I'm telling you, Mama, that is one thing I have learned. If there's one thing I've learned in this little time that I've lived, Mama, is learn to keep your secret till the day you die. That's
Wait.
just it.
Yetunde,
Keep it to yourself.
Yetunde, you were
It's true,
married to
Mama. If
this
that's one thing
man.
I've learned. I'm a very, very open book, Mama. I'm a believer of, if we are doing confession, like Father Mbaka, we will confess it. But if there's one thing I've learned, because men will always use your past, regardless of whether they were there or they didn't see it, or maybe it's your past tense, they will use it against you for sanity's sake.
In your present tense.
Thank you, man. For sanity's sake. For sanity's sake. Keep it to yourself. Especially when you're dealing with men, where you're dealing with boys that have big body. Meaning that they're not men, they're just boys. They have
Baby husband.
Thank you, ma. So yeah, but if for me, I'm a big believer of, if we are confessing, behold, all sins are passed away.
Passed
And you know
away.
that that man is a good man, and that man is saying, okay, tell me whatever. There's some men that they want you to tell them the truth, and they will not hold it against you.
Yesterday,
Give me the right to
the
make that
man
choice.
was already
Yes,
born
that
again, bounce
man,
on
if
you.
if he's that type of man, I've heard stories. Some men will tell you, I gave you the chance to tell me the truth. You could have just told me.
Hold
If you
on.
know that that's the
Yetunde,
type of person you are dealing with,
hold
open
on.
up
Let me
and
ask you
say
guys a
it.
question. Let me tell you again, okay? You did not cheat before the marriage. He cheated. He was cruel, and you were cheating. He never
Mm-hmm,
found out, but you knew he was cheating, and that's why you two were cheating back.
mm-hmm,
10 years down the line, this man now repented and is born again, and you too now you are born again.
mm-hmm.
And he now, not knowing that you are where he was cheating, comes to you and say, honey, I've been a bad husband. I cheated on you, but that will never happen again.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about honesty in marriage, openness.
Yes, ma'am.
Will you also do what your husband has done and say, so say take it to the Lord in prayer? Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We will close this session today. Will you do what your husband has done, confessing his sin to you while you were
I'll take it
married?
to
By
my
telling him
grave,
and
ma'am.
say, you
I'll
say,
take it to my grave.
you will not tell
I
him you
would,
cheated.
Mama, the same scenario you talked about, a woman getting pregnant by another man, men have impregnated women out there. All because their woman could not have children. And family have come to the decision that men will always be men. So therefore, if that's the situation with me, I will take it to me. It didn't happen when we were married. I didn't
No, it
cheat on
happened in the marriage.
in the marriage, and we'll take it to the grave. No, we'll take it to the grave. It's
See
true.
somebody say,
We'll take
yesterday,
it to the grave.
CEO say,
Me
yesterday, take it to the
personally, I will
grave. Oh.
never cheat on my
Oh.
husband. Me personally, I will
Let me ask
never
you
cheat on
officially,
my husband.
Nina. Official Nina. In this scenario, what would you do?
Well, both of us are guilty of the same crime. He chose to confess. That's his business. I choose not to confess. You can't hold me
Yeah.
accountable.
What if he's confessing so that he can find something to hold against me?
So,
What if it's a trap? What if it's a prank?
so
No,
however, maybe he was led to confess to me. I wasn't led to
no.
confess to him. So
Mm.
there's no point. going there. Let's move on. All things have passed away. Now we are new creature. So let's move on.
Man, they
Case
are not
closed.
getting the question. That's what, for me, they are not getting the question. The
You
question
will
is
get
that
an answer.
wait. The question is that you guys
You
are
will get
twisting the
an
question.
answer.
The question is that you guys are twisting the question. The question is that you guys are born again. You guys are in Christ. You guys are like two of you. They are saying two of you, not one. So definitely, if you take that one to your grave, I don't think, for me, I don't think you are born again. I don't think you are.
Okay,
So
I'll
first,
that's why I
communicate
say
with
you
wait,
guys are not
God.
getting the
What
question.
I'll communicate with my heavenly Father. What are you talking about, sir? I will communicate with my heavenly Father because the one way he give
Like,
me, he had
if,
big thought. What
if,
are
if
you
you
telling
want to
him?
take a look at it from
But
that
then he will
born
now
again
unborn
aspect,
again himself. No, he can
if you want
unborn
to take
again
it from
himself
that
now.
side, if it is truly like, I accept what you guys said. Probably maybe it maybe the man want to try to find something or try to get something. But if it's truly like you observe the man and you see the man that is truly born again, is truly in Christ, and
We're
both
going
of
to
you
end
are
here
like the
today.
same energy, like
God bless you
you guys
guys. I
are
have
both
one
the
last
same.
question for the man so that it will be equal
Okay,
and balanced. And after this question, we are done. These are real life scenarios. As a
okay.
man, life happened to, okay, if life happened to a man, he was keeping so many girlfriends in the marriage and later had
Yeah.
infections he did not treat. And it led to him having, okay, no. Let me come back to the question. Yeah. A man marries a virgin woman and he still cheats. The wife is a virgin and he still cheats. And he cheated to the point that he got HIV. And he knows that this woman has been faithful. Now he knows his health status. Now there are two things. This man knows this woman and knows who he married. He knows that if he tells this woman that I have HIV and the woman finds out that she has HIV too, there are two things that the woman is going to do. Listen to this question. The woman is going to do two things, okay? And one of this that the woman is going to do is poison him. He knows that the wife can do it. Poison him and herself. Uh-huh.
God.
What did Yetunde say? Now, this two things. Okay. Now he knows that one of the things that this woman is likely going to do, he knows, will be one, to poison him or poison the both of them. Either the woman poisons you alone or poisons the both of you. The man knows that the wife will do this because she has been saying it. Don't give me disease. So this, if you give me that, I'll poison you or I'll poison our two. So she knows. He knows. This man has been taking medications for his HIV status, right? And he has not told the woman yet. And he knows that if he does not tell the woman, in the near future, the HIV virus might get into the woman's organs and destroy her, and she may die of that illness. Now, I'm asking you as a man, will you tell your wife that, Madam, or should the man tell his wife that, Madam, I'm HIV positive, I'm sorry, and risk being poisoned by the wife? Or he should continue to take his medications and keep quiet?
On this scenario, it's simple. To me, it's simple. He should tell the wife, because I will not say you should not tell the wife, because if you not tell the wife, as a man, you are taking medication to cure yourself, and you are the causes of this. What if the lady did not know and is not taking medication? It might end up going worse than you, and you are the causes. Like anything, I believe that if you use your hand to take something, you should be able to bear the thing, regardless of the causes, because of the woman. Because that woman, she knows nothing. She's been faithful. You are, or the one that you should tell the wife. If whether the wife is going to poison, even though let the wife should not poison herself, she poison the guy. For me, I would say you should say straight, because he is the causes.
Mama, your
I like
That's
your
for me.
answer.
Mama, your
Honesty.
scenario is a real life story. Do you know, Dama? There is this. I read it on this thing. This man contracted HIV from his girlfriend. Him and his girlfriend started taking medication. He didn't tell his wife. The woman died of something she knows nothing about.
Yeah,
In
it
the name of I'm a
happens a lot.
faithful soldier. She died for nothing. And this man and his girlfriend, they are taking medication. So, Mama, what you're saying, man, is a true life story. I know it's a scene, but
I
it
know.
is happening.
No, it's a true life stories I'm telling you guys. These are things that has happened. I told you guys, I think it was last year when we were having a podcast, Shanina, you were there, about a woman who was pregnant, went for her checks in my center in Lagos, and discovered she was HIV positive. She said they should do the test again. Say, I never do anything elsewhere. And it was true. She was confirmed HIV positive. The man was there with her when she was running her, test. She came out and was trying to demand him, "You don't kill me. Oh. He don't kill me." You remember when I told you that, this man don't
The
kill me.
woman don't follow
He don't
now.
kill me. He don't kill me. You see? So what am I saying? Disclose things like this. I say this because I'm trying to touch our conscience when I ask these questions. There are a lot of people that are dead with their conscience. Now, if you think the repercussion for your sin is being poisoned, then tell her, be poisoned and go and meet God, if that is the repercussion. Sometimes we're still trying to protect the wrong things we have done and still endanger others. Okay?
Yeah.
I like openness and honesty in marriage. If you discover, first and foremost, nothing should lead to HIV if I'm sleeping with you alone and you're sleeping with me alone, right? So if you have stepped outside, like I always tell us, you cannot control or decide the consequences of what you have done. Consequences comes as they choose. Decision is patterned by you. You make decisions as you want. You can decide right, you can decide wrong. But the consequences you cannot decide. You can decide decisions, but not consequences. So because you are afraid of some consequences, do not jeopardize the life of an innocent woman that God has given to you. You must confess your sin to her. And to the women who will say they will take the infidelity they had in their marriage to the grave. That's not true. There's remission in marriage. You're now born again. Clear your hearts. Tell him. He told you his own. So tell him that I also fell, or I was trying to match back your energy, and this is what I did.
Yeah.
And let him have the choice of forgiving you. Because if he says he's truly born again, he knows what the word of God says. Abi, he will forgive you. But if he decides to do otherwise, it's okay.
And maybe you find out later. You may not even trust you again. You will like, I told you mine when why can't you tell me the truth? There are some men that need the truth. Someone like me, I'm the kind of person that I want the truth.
Go. You see, you people are the ones that are causing trouble. That I'm
I
trying
want
to
the
save. I'm trying to help
Say the
out.
truth
Men
and
are
let
making
it
it
go.
too difficult for me to help. This one says, if you tell me, you will go. So what will happen now?
Men don't dey forgive
See,
cheating.
That's why. That's why we are different in this life. There are some man, like someone like me. If you say the truth to me, you look into my eyes and say the truth to me. The way I will forgive you, it will so like I will like you look up to me and tell me the truth.
About this guy, I told you guys that he has.
Then you are 1 out of 10.
If you are the kind of person that like I found out and you don't tell me the truth, I will not forgive you. Even though if I will forgive you, it will take years. But if you can look into my eyes and tell me I did this, while I was telling you mine, you tell me that, oh, I did this, I will look at it like, okay, both of us have confessed and don't let us go into it again.
You are a bad influence. You this multi effect, you're a bad influence.
That's
I
it.
can tell you that.
But that's why I say we are different. Both women. There are some women too that will tell you the truth. There are some women that will like hide the truth to their grave. There are some men that will hide the truth to their grave. But I believe that if you want to go from the God side, or you want to be true, I believe saying the truth is the best in this life.
It's the best.
Whether you say the truth, you are going to die. Whether you don't say the truth, you are going to die. So just say the truth and die. That's it.
Please, the new people that joined me today, I want to get your I want to keep up with you. I want you to send me a text after this live session and say, hey, I'm this person that joins you. God bless you all. You that joined from Australia and the other one from South Africa. God bless you guys, officially Nina and USM Logistics. God bless you. And I want to tell you that this is our official Nina as a wife and a mother and professional, everything you can think of. USM Logistics too has a shipping company in Houston. These are women that are doing so well. They are women that are doing so well financially, and and they are head correct for some side, but some side, And while you are so amazed at what they answered, 90% of women will answer like that. They would rather take it to their graves because of what will happen, but a few would think about confessing it, right?
Yeah.
So, but let's try to live that life of openness and fairness and honesty, in our marriages. As you do so, God will bless you. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Time will far gone. I expect you to join me next week, Saturday, the same time. Now, the beautiful thing about next week, Saturday, we're going to start at 1 p.m. CST. The time has changed. So it's 1 p.m. CST. But those that are joining from Nigeria, it's still the same time, 7 p.m. It's just the American time is changing tomorrow. So thank you all. Everybody, all, I love you. God bless you. Bless your marriages and your relationship. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks
Bye-bye.
for having me.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Mike. Bye bye.
All right. Bye-bye, girl.